And we are back with some Not Actually Heroes Cataclysm, the sister campaign to Not Actually Heroes The Forgotten that we run on Sunday nights. I am Dr. Diz _DM, and I think this is the 4th episode. And Rob, you are correct. This is not StarCraft. But we can play some later. All right. So last time you guys had left Baldur's Gate, traveling north. You came across a creature known as a Null, and I think there was a little altercation there. The Null ended up being killed. I'm not really sure how much information the party members got on where it came from and what it was. I think there was a fair amount, though, shared. And then you guys continued on north, found some people stranded. It happened to be the traders that were bringing the parts needed for JD's gun. You rescued the older man who had fallen into a cave, and from some cave fishers, I do believe. And I think at that point, JD left with them heading back towards Baldur's Gate, and the rest of you continued on northward. So we're going to jump ahead about one full day from that point. So everybody can do a long rest. And then we will, let me see where exactly you guys were at on the road.
While you do that, just quick question for Prugwin. Last game, you had cast something, or rather the DMs cast something for you. And I made a religion check against your symbol, and I recognized it, but the information on who your deity was not available at the time.
That is true.
So who is your deity?
I have not figured that part out yet.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I just wanted to. No worries.
So the player hasn't figured it out, or the character, right?
The
character's
player.
Confused about it, right?
The character's confused. Yeah.
You're just throwing stuff out there, and someone's responding.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm about it.
All right, so that's where you guys were. All right, en route to Daggerford. So you have and just going back on memory from another campaign that we played. We've made this track before. Some of you may remember. And in that campaign module, it said it took about 2 months to travel from Baldur's Gate to Daggerford. So,
Woof.
Are we fast forwarding 2 months?
No, we won't fast forward 2 months, but we won't play out every day for sure, because that would be awful. So there is a mechanism where we can kind of roll for events that can happen on the road. And if you guys want to role play anything, or if you have any character moments that you want to interact with, you can just stop me at any time as we're kind of traveling north here.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, so the days would progress by, traveling 8 hours and then, resting for the evening. So that's pretty much your days. The weather will change. It's late summer, so it's going to be mostly hot, but there will be some rain that will creep in every now and then, maybe a thunderstorm. As you guys travel north, you have the option to kind of come to like a fork in the road, and one side goes more towards, I won't say quite to the ocean, but in that direction, more towards the ocean. It's more forest area. The other one kind of goes right and goes more up towards the swamp area.
Which one seems less traveled by?
You can roll a perception check or a survival, either one.
Okay. I will roll. They're both the same. I'll roll a perception check.
All right.
Get a 7.
A 7?
Yeah.
All right, hang on.
Yeah. Don't know why that didn't do it to the board.
You are sure the one that is less traveled is the one that goes more towards like the forest area?
I'm sure
So
of that.
that one's less traveled for sure, guaranteed. You are 100% sure.
I am picking up the sarcasm. Guys, I think we should go right. There's more footsteps. We should go to the right.
Whatever you say, man.
Okay. If you say so.
Sounds good.
All right, so you guys travel up towards what is known as the High Moor. And as you're traveling up this way, you will see an interesting sight on this road. It is called Dragonspear Castle, or what remains of it, rather. Some of you who might be proficient in history or a little more well-read might remember some tales of like undead resonating from this castle. But now it looks like it's mostly in ruins. There's maybe like half of a tower standing. You can still kind of see the outline of like the dragon spine that goes around. Where it got its name, because the kind of the story is that there was a dragon that kind of died there, and it was like they kind of built the castle around it. So you guys travel on past that, and
Is there that castle there? You said it's ruins and like a half a tower.
Uh-huh.
Does it? Can I take a second to kind of give it a once over from a distance and just see if it looks like there might be anything worth going over and exploring? I mean, how far away is it from us as we go past it?
I mean, it is probably like 400 or 500 feet, off the road.
Oh, so it's not like off in the distance where it would add a lot of significant time.
No. You guys go pretty close by it on this road.
All right. Just turn to the group and say, does anyone have any objections of taking a quick peek in these ruins? I mean, we have been traveling for a few days. Not much has happened in the way of scenery. A little excitement might do us good. A little change of pace.
I'm down to get a little rowdy.
Fantastic.
All right. Hang on one second. Let me go through my notes here.
Sly, if I can, while this is doing that, do you mind changing your name to your character's name? Because I don't know everybody's character.
Are you house for sale, Siltoris?
So, that's what he was. That's right.
Siltoris is selling himself.
And Buck, what was your character's name?
JD. And then Prugwin.
Adam is Prugwin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that
I
one.
want to say I'm nowhere near y'all. I'm in Baldur's Gate.
Yeah,
I'm not here.
He's team.
Well, Clan, aren't you like
Not appearing in this picture.
assistant to the DM?
I'm the third assistant writer to the third director of the second unit.
But definitely not assistant DM.
So it was your idea to make Spaceball 2.
Yes, the search for more money.
Okay.
I love these moments. Okay. We will talk about it later why I love this moment, but it is magical for me.
This is when we kill the party. I mean, the party makes an epic discovery.
So are we going to the castle or?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
there's a lot of foliage, a lot of weeds and thick brush that has grown up around this castle, right? It was probably at one time well kept, but it's in ruins now. So nature is kind of retaking it. So as you guys start to go, toward it, you hear something over in the brush off to the left-hand side. Something rustling, you hear like grunting, like, and then all of a sudden, this humanoid comes stumbling out backwards out of the brush. As he turns around,
Hi,
Buck,
friend.
can you you want to describe your character?
My character stands about 6'3", has black hair down a little past his shoulder blades, has bronze skin and gold eyes. He weighs about 135 pounds.
Is he wearing a hood?
He is not.
So you would notice rather pointy ears sticking up on either side of his head.
I would kind of put one hand up on my scimitar, but with the other one, I'll kind of reach out to stabilize him as he stumbles backwards and say, "Easy there, friend. Are you all right?"
Oh, hi. Where did you come from?
Well, they're like 200 and something years ago. My mother and my father.
So
H is not.
I think
Sorry, it's not that far back.
I think he meant recently. Where did we come from?
The town. Back a couple days.
Yeah. Oh, just up the road. Yeah.
I've been
Traveling
traveling
north.
and I tried to seek refuge in this ruins, and I was set upon by gnolls, and I had to kill like 3 of them just so they wouldn't kill me.
Gnolls, you say?
I look at Exire and then I look at the castle.
And I'll say, "Oh, we're still going."
Well, of course, we Knowles are. Well, if it's like the last one, it's not natural.
It's
At which point I'll look down at myself and go, "Oh no, this won't do," and I'll use prestidigitation and fix myself. That's better.
What is what's your name, friend?
They call me Galen.
Galen.
Galen Verona.
My name is Sotoris. And I reach out a hand.
You're not from around these parts, huh? And I'll shake his hand.
Closer to these parts than the city. But no.
What about the rest of you?
Around. Spent most of our time recently over in Baldur's Gate doing some work, adventuring together.
I know that place. It's
Right.
south of here.
Yes, we're actually headed up north on some business, up towards
You would be
Daggerford.
Oh, you are heading Daggerford.
Is that where you're headed?
It is. Is there any way that I could travel with y'all? Just so that I'm not trying to travel these roads by myself. I have my own horse.
Don't really see the harm in it if anyone else has any objections.
No, there's no reason to travel alone when there's safety in numbers.
Now, I know you said you were set upon by these gnolls within these ruins here. How would you feel about joining us for maybe a little revenge?
Oh, well, I got revenge on the ones that set upon me. I killed them all.
And are there more?
I only saw the 3, but they're dead. But if you have business in the ruins, I can come help you with it.
No business, more of a curiosity.
Well, I mean, if y'all are willing to allow me to come with you, then I can come help you do whatever you need in here, I guess.
I'm sure we'd welcome it. And I'll just start walking towards the ruins.
Yep. So as you guys drawing closer, you have to start kind of climbing over some of the rubble that was probably once the walls around the castle. As you can see, most of the castle is just falling in on itself and has been well weathered with ages of it being here. The tower stands. It looks well weathered. Also, it looks sturdy enough as is. At the very top, you can see some of it has crumbled off and fallen down the sides. As you go around it, you do find what looks like just an opening with just like the metal hinges of a door that probably was once there. So as you approach
we
the
should not-
first, as you approach the first floor, there's no door there. You can roll. Whoever's leading the group here can roll a perception check to kind of look in the first room here.
I mean,
It's you, XR.
yeah, I guess I said I was the one that walked ahead. 15.
15. All right. So with a 15, you're kind of coming out of the bright light into this dark room. As you kind of go in, I think you have night vision, right?
Yes, I have 60 feet.
Even with the night vision, it kind of takes you a moment to adjust your eyes. And you see just stone floor, what kind of looks like remnants of maybe some old furniture just kind of fallen into complete disarray, just completely just, with time just disintegrated. You do see an odd looking type of cylinder thing in the corner. It's like metal, but glass in the middle, and the glass is kind of broken out. There just seemed to be some liquid in it still, of some sorts.
About how big is it?
It is. Let's think about the dimensions. It's probably about like 10 feet tall and probably about, I'd say it's at least 6 or so feet. What's the word?
Diameter.
The diameter. Yep.
So does it look like something that might have been like something could have been inside of it? Some type of
Something could
creature or
have fit
something?
inside of it. Yeah. Yeah.
Is it? Did you say it was glass on the side, or is it all metal?
It's metal, like around the edges and stuff, and kind of up and down a little bit on it. There's some metal, but the glass is kind of broken out. There is some glass remaining, but there's glass broken out. You do see a little bit of liquid in it.
From looking at kind of how the glass was broken, does it look like did it break from the outside or from the inside?
You probably have to get closer to see.
I
Did you
walk.
say that it was dark enough we needed dark vision in here to see?
I mean, there's light bleeding in for sure. On this first level here, you could probably see in the room without dark vision. Dark vision
Okay.
would definitely help you. But yeah.
I'll head over to the cylinder and take a look.
Okay. So, is anybody else going in the room? Just so I know where everybody's at.
I would follow him in, and if it would help, I'd probably cast dark vision on myself.
Okay. So Turk and Huck will say it are out with the horses, probably holding them. Okay. Okay. So you cast your spell. Exire, roll an investigation check as you're kind of just examining the glass and.
Galen will go in just inside the door. This.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have followed Atreus behind him.
Okay.
I said Atreus again. It's the source. I'm Atreus.
You followed yourself in.
I follow myself.
I make a clone and I follow myself in.
Dunamancy.
I ask clone.
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah, I would try to follow Exire, but keep an eye on Galen.
Okay. Exire,
Yes,
did you roll the investigation?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that. Investigation. Would this have anything to do with Fey Fiends or undead?
I mean, the container's not undead.
Are you sure?
But it is a celestial.
It's an
I-
undead mimic.
I will give you advantage on it. Yes, I will give you advantage. It does have some relations with undead.
Fantastic. Oh, that's pretty good.
I'm now actually
Ah,
scared it's
yep.
an undead mimic.
25.
25. All right. All right. So it looks like the glass has been broken inward, like someone has struck this container and knocked it
Ooh.
inward.
Okay.
You can tell that the liquid, pushed some of the glass back out, but you're not tricked by the glass on the floor. As you can see, is you kind of look and you can tell from the way the glass broke, it was struck from the outside.
Okay. And all right, so I'll turn around and just say,
So as you're
whatever-
looking, before you do that, as you're looking, kind of closely at the glass, you kind of look into the liquid and you kind of see like a face kind of just float up and like looks at you, and before it just dissolves back into the liquid.
So that was disturbing. It looks like whatever tube this was, whatever this container held, something on the outside is what seems to have broken this glass. So it doesn't look like what was, in here broke out, but rather something out here broke in. And there's some liquid in here, and it might be me, but I just saw a face come up and look at me and then go away. Can I pick up like a rock and like a piece of rubble on the ground and just
Sure.
drop it into the liquid?
Yeah. Just
See what
recall the
happens.
Lord of
I
the
wanna
Rings.
st- I
Don't
wanna
disturb
step-
the water, right?
I want to
That's what I was thinking of.
I want to step back a couple paces and just kind of lob a rock in there.
Lob it in there. Okay.
Yeah.
As he's lobbing it in there, Siltoris is walking closer and closer because he just said there's a face in the liquid. So Siltoris is walking up as the rock is coming over to.
Oh no.
Just roll
Wait,
like an attack. Just to make sure it's not a 1 or something. This is not a hard little throw of a rock, but
Yeah.
Yes.
That is a 14.
Okay, so easily you kind of just underhand this rock, and it goes through the hole in the glass and hits this liquid, and it doesn't splash. It goes, and then you hear it go as it sinks down into the liquid and disappears.
That's very weird.
Yes, that is fit. Maybe we take a few steps back from here.
So as he's saying we take a few steps back, I heard Satori say that's very weird. And I move forward to look at it, and I'm gonna go touch it.
You
And
gonna touch the liquid?
I want to touch the liquid, and I want to cast Identify.
Okay.
Is that cool?
Yeah, I don't know that you have to touch it to cast Identify, but you can.
Well, because I want yeah, I'm doing it.
Okay.
Let him shoot his shot.
I'm gonna stand like nearby to grab him if he gets sucked into this liquid or something. I'm a little concerned about him going to touch this after. Maybe we should stand back. Well, also maybe
But
we
I
should
touch
touch
the
it.
liquid, and my door knocks. That's kind of creepy. Hold on, let me go open the door real quick.
Okay.
Guys, we may be getting rid of the level 2 spells real quick today.
I just hope that he has another character ready.
Apparently,
Yeah,
Buck
sure
did.
is.
Oh, he got pizza.
Oh, he's not gonna
Oh.
share.
He got
Oh,
some
he
Dominoes, yo.
Oh.
he got
That's,
pizza.
Oh.
Did suck him into that liquid. He didn't bring enough to share.
All right, so I touched it. What I miss? What did
I
it
want to
start
know where
sucking
my
me?
hot wings are.
Yeah.
you
I
walk
I want your
forward
pizza.
and you reach out to touch this liquid, right?
Yeah.
Let me see what it does. Hang on one second.
Oh my god.
I didn't expect anybody to
Oh.
grab it.
I
At least he
expected if
hasn't
anybody
said-
would touch it, it would be Taurus.
At least
even he
hasn't
knew
said,
not to
I
touch
don't
it."
have enough dice for this shit.
Oh,
no.
shit.
That's when you get scared.
Right. All right. Hold on. We're gonna go over to the digital dice here. 20d10.
Okay. As you reach down to touch the liquid,
Crap.
you put your hand into it, and it feels like, just what's it? Just the ooze that you get for your kids that they play
Oh,
with.
like Ivan Ooze?
Yeah, it's just like ooze. It's just like
I like the
you're-
reference.
it's almost like your hand just sinks down into it, but then it starts to creep around your fingers in your hand, and it tries to lock onto you.
I don't want it anymore.
Okay, I need you to roll either an acrobatics or an athletics check as it tries to grapple you. As
All
it
right.
So it's like the stuff.
Can I
It really
How
is like
does a
Ivan
dirty
Ooze.
20 do me?
can I grab? Oh, I was like, can I grab him and pull him back to give him advantage? But never
Oh,
mind.
he
it
rolls a
sounds like-
20. So
Yeah, it sounds like he rolled
before
pretty
before it can get him, he pulls his hand backwards, and it's almost like it kind of comes up out to kind of grab you as you're pulling away.
Yeah, guys, I would recommend not touching it. You guys were right. I was wrong. My bad.
Your hand is like oily, and it has
Oil? You said oily?
it has an awful smell to it. It smells like like a dead animal that you smell just on the side of the road somewhere.
Now, this is like a liquidy substance,
No,
It-
it's more ooze in texture.
but it has like liquid inside of it. Like it's not like a solid, so it has some sort of liquidy.
From what you saw, it kind of moves a little bit, right? It looks
Mhm.
like liquid as it kind of moves, but
I think what Diz is trying to say. Remember the T-1000 from Terminator 2? And that
Another
scene
solid
where it's in
reference, let's go.
pieces and it melts and the mercury kind of brings itself back together? That's what this is. It's not quite mercury, but it may be.
Yeah, it's like oobleck.
I
Did
mean,
he-
You may die soon.
it's reminded me of Venom or Carnage.
Did he
Do
get
not wanna
anything
touch
from
it
the
again.
identify?
Yeah, did I get anything from Identify, the properties
okay.
or anything?
So
like that?
let me read identify real quick because I think it only works on magical items, but
it
let
does
me
only
just
work on magical items, yeah.
okay. Then you get nothing from it. Yes,
Is it if it's a magic item or some other magic imbued object?
it is not a magic object.
Okay.
Exile?
Yes.
What is this?
Can I just?
You could make a nature check if you're trying to figure out what it is.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm a druid. Nature's intelligence for some reason instead of wisdom because they got that ass backwards indeed.
I have a pretty good nature. I can make a nature check as well.
I have
That's
terrible
an
nature.
18.
Okay.
At 18, okay.
I don't know why like all druid skills are wisdom and then nature of all things is intelligence.
Right.
Let me go back over to it. So what did XI roll?
Oh, hold on. This is still about faith fiends are undead.
This is not undead. No. No.
Okay, no advantage. No, only a 12.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. So you have no idea what it is. So Taurus, you recognize this as some type of ooze creature.
Do I know anything about ooze creatures? Probably not.
Just that,
They're oozy.
they are oozy, and they try to consume whatever they roll over top of.
So
Does-
stick with me here. The human
Yep.
body is 70% water. I assume something that's closer to a liquid form has even more water in it. So Taurus looks up and casts Destroy Water on the ooze.
I like it.
Yeah.
Okay, so just go by the rules. it says nothing that this thing be made out of water at all. So I would have to say that nothing happens to it, but it is a good play. Yes.
Hey, it was worth a shot.
Does it
if I were
look like
if I were
it's-
to do some more research on it, it may contain a lot of water, and that might be a legitimate thing. But just off the hip,
I'm just going creativity. It was worth a shot. You can
I
rule it
appreciate that.
however
That was
you
good.
wanted.
is
I was fully aware I probably wasn't going to do anything.
is it moving out of that container at all after we've been like
Nope.
messing with it, or it's just still
Nope.
in there?
it's just still in there. Yep.
Maybe it's not water.
Good to know.
It tried to eat me. Can I yell at it or something? Like,
Yeah, I mean, we either
maybe-
leave it alone, or I
maybe
mean,
we
what if
should
it's sitting on
leave.
top of something? Is there something else in that container?
So as you guys are talking, Turk just kind of wanders in through the door. Just to catch you up, Josh, we have been traveling north, and they went by Dragon Spear Castle, if that rings any bells. And they decided to go in and check it out. While they were going over, you meet Buck's character, who appears to be an elf, who has been battling some gnolls, and asked if he could travel with you guys to Daggerford.
He used some magic. We saw it. And now we're poking a slime.
Yep.
Dirk walks over and jumps into the slime.
You definitely don't want to do that.
Don't touch the ooze thing.
It's in this like cylinder that's metal and glass, and part of the glasses have been broken, and there's some liquid in there, and everybody's just standing around kind of looking at it as you walk to the door.
We've ascertained that the glass was broken inward, not outward, and that it is.
But he wouldn't know that. He wasn't in the room, so
Oh, he wasn't.
Unless
in,
you're
so
telling him right now.
You said he just walked in. Never mind.
he just walked in. Yep.
All right, I'll turn around and fill him in on what we're doing.
Okay. He catches you up to speed of at some point it looks like the glass has been broken inward into this container, and I can't remember Mario's character because I always get the name wrong. Atreus touched it, and it tried to grab him.
And the Exire thought he saw a face in it.
Yes.
I did think I saw a face in it. I didn't think. I know what I saw. I'm not crazy.
I saw it. I'm telling you.
Also, there's some. If you walk in the room, Turk, you can make a perception check if you want to, just to see what you see.
Not shit.
Not shit.
Nope.
Well, the general stuff that you would see is like some debris on the ground. It looks like a piece of furniture that has just, died over time, with age and weathering. And it's stone floor, stone walls. There is a staircase off to the left-hand side that kind of spirals upwards. It's kind of closed off by a wall, but you can see the stairs coming out just a little bit. And they're over there looking at this metal glass container. That's the only things in the room. So in case you want to poke at anything, so
Can I just shoot an Eldritch Blast at the slime that's in here?
sure if you'd like to.
Landis would love that.
Yeah, I'm
That's
just
his
gonna,
favorite thing in the world to
I'm
do.
just gonna walk over and just launch an Eldritch Blast at it.
Just roll an attack.
Oof, not great. That's a 14.
14 hits.
All right. That is 1d10. Oh, big old 1 damage.
1 damage. You kind of reach over in because you kind of have to reach in to shoot it, right? And you do 1 damage to it. It immediately kind of, you see like part of it come up, like almost like a, not really a fist, but like a kind of like a pseudopod type thing kind of come out, and it comes right at your face. And that misses because that is a 5. So you just kind of pull back out of the way as it kind of, it looks like it's very weak.
I pull out.
I think I made it angry.
I pull out a thorny stick, and I look at Exile and go, "Are we fighting this thing?"
I mean, I'm not opposed to killing this thing. It doesn't seem to be posing any real threat right now, though. I just wanted to see what would happen if I shot it. And it fought back.
I whack it with a thorn whip spell.
You whack it with, okay, go ahead and roll an attack.
25.
Okay. 25 hits.
Chat, the music changed.
Yeah. Sorry, I rolled the wrong dice. 3 damage.
No. We out here. Level 3. Level 3.
3 damage, okay.
Yep. 3 damage.
All right. So you do this from a little bit of a distance, right?
Yeah.
Is it 10 feet? Okay. Yep. So you kind of strike it, and you see it kind of move, and then goes back still.
I don't know what it is.
I have an idea, guys. Now I know the first one was not great, but hear me out. I'm gonna try again to touch it, but not with my hand this time. And I'm gonna cast Mage Hand.
Don't put that in there.
Try to grab it and like kind of see if I can get it out of there.
Okay. Mage Hand can only lift like 5 pounds, I think. Right?
It doesn't say. Hand vanishes.
Wait,
It doesn't.
I think
More
I
than 10
think it's
pounds.
like up to 10, unless
More
you
than
just,
10
like,
pounds.
Improve Mage Hand,
10
that you can get
pounds.
a special ability that can do 50.
What if
All right,
I also cast Mage Hand?
Oh,
By your
yeah.
Mage Hands combined.
I feel like this thing would weigh more than 20 pounds.
Yeah, probably.
But
Can they displace some of it? At least.
So,
Not really
you
lift it
ca-
out, but displace it
yeah.
with the hands, kind of like, just pushing it aside.
Or maybe he takes his Mage Hand and I take my Mage Hand and we grab it and we try to pull it apart.
Try to pull it apart.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you
I'm
think?
down with that.
Yeah.
I'm down
All
with
right. So you cast your mage hands, and they go over and they kind of grab into it, and you see the liquid kind of reach up and kind of wrap around the mage hands too.
Mhm.
As they pick it up, they start pulling it apart. They hit the sides of the container.
that.
Do you want them to bring it out? Kind of try to pull it out. All right. So
Yeah.
one of the mage hands kind of shifts around. The other one shifts to the back of the container and holds it. And the other one's pulling it as it's kind of pulling it out of the container slightly.
Yeah. This is a great idea.
You see it kind of rubbing over the glass a little bit.
Turk just walks over and uses his strength and pushes it over.
pushes the whole metal thing over.
Yep.
Okay, make an athletics check.
Turk is like, I'm tired of your shit.
That's an 18 on the dice, so I'm gonna assume it's good. Hang on the wrong tab. So athletics,
Yep.
yeah, that's 25.
25. Yeah, so Turk goes over and grabs the bottom of the thing and just kind of picks it up, and it kind of it was bolted to the floor, but over time it has weakened, so he just kind of pulls it loose and it falls over and crashes into the floor. The mage hands go flying down to the side as this ooze falls out. And I need everyone to roll initiative. I don't have a map for this because I didn't move the map over. But the music may be too loud. You have to tell me.
It sounds okay to me.
Okay.
I have to always do horrible on initiative.
Same.
So you all should have an initiative button on your. Well, you don't have tokens. You can click on it. We'll just add like this. All right. So let me roll its initiative.
Josh
Not
and
good.
Buck in the lead.
All right, so we got Josh and Buck, so Turk and Galen. 0, okay.
Yeah, I rolled a nat 1 and I have a -1 to
Negative
initiative.
one.
So,
So Taurus
Taurus
doesn't
never
go.
gets to go. Ever.
yeah.
So we got Atreus, Brugwin.
Do you want me to put mine? No, sorry. 11 for me here.
Okay, so you actually get to go before Atreus.
You can have dibs on this one, Josh, since this is your group, and I just joined y'all.
Brugwin, who's Siltaurus. All right, so Turk. Yeah.
Just gonna wade into the middle of it and hack at it with his sword.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack.
That is a 17, 10 plus 7.
17 hits.
For 2 plus 5, 7 damage. Terrible.
7 damage. All right. Okay. Anything else?
As my bonus action, I will smack at it with a hand axe as well.
Okay.
That's the same thing, 17.
17 hits.
And 2 points of damage.
All right. All right. That will be Galen's turn next.
I guess since I'm at the door, I'll just fire my bow at it.
Okay.
Eight plus 10, so 18.
18 hits.
That's 8 points of damage.
8 points. Okay. It is definitely, well, it looks bad, so we'll say it's bloodied at this point.
And then that'll end my turn.
All right, so Josh, your hand axe now has it's not magic, right?
No, neither one of my weapons are magical.
It has a -1 to damage now, as it kind of looks like it's been corroded a little bit.
Okay.
Dang.
Okay. All right, so Exire.
All right. Pull both the scimitars out, run them around. I'm gonna kind of fold them and cross my body and run them around my arms this time. little cuts, light them up with fire. I'll take 3 damage in order to do that. And then let's go ahead and make 1 attack against the slime with my ancestral scimitar.
Okay.
Gonna be not great. It's an 11 to hit is all.
11 hits.
Oh, nice. Let's go. That's gonna be for 5 slashing and 2 fire.
All right. So you see this thing just become a puddle. Just as that happens, you see like a skull kind of laying there, and Exire, you kind of recognize that as the face that you kind of saw.
Okay. Can I go pick up the skull?
Sure.
Just want to take it. Does it seem like it's like a human skull? Or can I tell maybe what kind of creature this skull is from?
Humanoid. Yeah, humanoid. Yeah.
Now that it's laying on the ground, kind of looking into the base where this slime was sitting inside the tube, does there seem to be anything else that was in that tube? Was it, protecting anything in that tube?
Yep. So as you walk back over and look in, you do see a couple of like just bottles laying in the bottom there, filled with some type of like reddish liquid. They seem to be corked still.
Can I turn to Siltoris, say, I'm still learning this whole alchemical side. I know a fair deal, but I think you know a little bit more than I do. Any idea what these might be?
I pick the bottles up. Do they look familiar to me? Like,
Yeah, they look like healing potions.
healing potions, minor
Yeah.
healing potions.
They look like one is a supreme healing potion,
Oh,
and one is where's the other? I have lost it here. Where is it at? And one is just one is a greater healing potion, and one is a supreme.
Supreme.
yeah, these, it's pretty simple. These are, just healing potions. This one's a really good one, and this one's like a really, really good one. Turk, do you want one of these? You and Exire seem to be the ones that go up close and personal the most.
Oh, no, that's fine. Give it to someone. I'm healthier than the rest of you.
Exire?
I'll hold on to him for now, and we can talk about it. Maybe when we stop the camp, see who needs what.
Yeah, okay. That was weird.
Yeah, that was weird.
What fun.
Does Turk look like Atreus's hand did when he pulled it out of the ooze? Like his lower half?
Yeah, just oily from where he was like submerged in it partially, and just smells of death.
So Galen's gonna walk over to him and go, Turk, was it?
Me?
We need to fix this, and I'll use prestidigitation on him.
Okay. All the like oily liquid substance from the creature that's on your lower parts of your legs, it just kind of flies off into the air and then just kind of scatters onto the floor.
You look better that way.
Galen, do you have any more of that? Because my hand can use it. Oh yeah, I can definitely use it.
I mean, I could, but I mean, you did willingly stick your hand in there, being kind of dumb.
I mean, yes, but also, now hear me out. we've been walking for a while and we've been kind of light on action. This was just, having fun.
But I mean, I guess since y'all are agreeing to take me with you, and then I'll just wave my hand towards him.
Yep.
And cast it again.
Okay. Yeah, that smells better. Thank you.
I guess there's nowhere else to head but up, right? You guys want to go upstairs?
All right.
I'm gonna keep my swords out. They're still on fire until I put them away. So I don't know if that's providing some light.
Okay. So you guys continue upward. There are some windows in this next chamber.
Before we go, do y'all want me to send a friend up first?
If you, Galen, when you were in here, were you upstairs, down here? Where were those gnolls?
Oh, I never came in here. I was making camp outside the ruins. I never came inside the building. They
I
jumped
see.
me outside
I
at
see,
the
I
back
see.
of the entrance.
All right.
I mean, it's up to y'all.
Sure. Couldn't
I
hurt.
use one of my wild shapes to cast Find Familiar. It takes an action, and I come up as the familiar comes up as a raven,
Okay.
and I have him just kind of fly up through the thing. And as he's flying, I won't be able to see or hear for a second. If y'all need me quickly, somebody tap on my shoulder twice. And I just have the bird kind of fly through, and I take his senses.
All right. So as he flies up, this next room, it has like a fair amount of like dust, like in the middle of the floor, and there seems to be like debris that is just kind of crumpled into itself. Looks like wood of some sort. And then over in the corner, there's a chest sitting there.
Dusty room with a chest in the corner. Is there anything, any like
There's also
open doors?
There's stairs going on up. There is a couple of windows in here where light is coming in, so it's fairly well lit.
I just keep him going up through the stairway at least,
Stairs?
and then once he gets to the top, I'll have him come right back down and land on my shoulder.
Okay, so this next room is much of the same as the one below. There's like just an odd amount of like dust or some type of substance on the floor, on the rock floor, and there are several like just piles of like this wood debris around the perimeter.
Dust and wreckage. That's on the third floor. And then is there anything else up above it, or is that the last floor?
There is another staircase that goes on up, yes.
I'll have it go.
As it goes on up, the roof is like gone basically, so it's just open. There's parts of the wall that have crumbled off, that is just kind of, completely like you just walk right out, fall off the edge here. Let's see, this room is very similar to the ones below. It has like this odd dusty stuff on the floor, and it has piles of like debris, like wooden debris, just throughout the room. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, just kind of debris and dust.
Yeah, dust and debris again. And then I'll have the raven fly back down, and while it's flying down, I'll come out of the little trance thing, and so yeah, that's what's above us.
Unless anyone has any objections, I say we press on ahead, check out that chest above, and maybe see if we can get a good vantage point and maybe a lay of the land, see what's up ahead of us from the top of this tower before we head on north.
Yeah, let's do it.
Sounds as good a plan as any.
I mean, I know I'm new to the group, and I don't have any objections to anything y'all'd like to do, but I would check that chest for traps before y'all opened it, because I mean, if there was a news down below, there's no telling what's up with that chest.
I won't touch it myself this time around.
I mean, I'll gladly sacrifice myself to open the chest if you need me to.
No.
Turk walks over and opens the chest.
I kind of look like give a second glance to.
Turk's already done it.
That's
Walks
fine.
over
That's
and
fine.
opens
I
the
just
chest.
give a second glance at Galen because wanting to sacrifice himself, he doesn't even know us. Kind of just, a little weird to me. That's all.
Okay, the chest is locked. So when you try to open it, it resists.
All right, I'm gonna try to rip it open.
Okay. Make an athletics check as you just kind of try to wedge your fingers in there, and you're trying to just rip the lock apart.
That's an 18 plus 7. It's 25.
25.
Jesus.
Okay. You see this Turk just pulling. It takes him a few seconds, but he's just like, you see the muscles and the veins in his muscles just start bulging out as he's just pulling as hard as he can. It's like one of his loved ones is trapped inside the chest or something. He's just pulling it there, and then finally it gives. The metal starts to just bend, and he pops it open. As he pops it open, where's everybody standing?
I'm back by the stairs. I came up the stairs and that's it.
I would think I'm kind of close to XR, I guess.
Okay.
I'm
I'd be
probably
up
like
there
in the
with Turk, I guess.
yeah. I'd be in like the middle of the room.
Okay. All right. So let's see. I would say that the people in the middle of the room are within 30 feet.
Okay.
So I need Atreus, Siltorus, and Turk to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Bad at this.
19.
That's a 6. So yeah.
That is a 3.
Oof.
Second and first up.
All right. So I'm sorry. So what was that again, Atreus?
I rolled the 19.
19, and Siltorus
3.
3. Excellent. And Turk
That was a 4 for Turk.
a 4. Awesome.
I mean, Turk is holding
characters
this
can you
chest.
kill with a dexterity saving throw?
Gas spews out of this thing, like green gas, and it fills a lot of the room. Atreus, you kind of pull away as this happens, but you do take half damage, and it is 66 poison damage.
What? Oh, so I only take 33 poison damage.
You said 66 poison?
6d6.
D6.
Oh,
That's what I first.
Not
At first, that's what I
66.
thought he said too. I thought he
cool, I
said
take half
66. I was
damage.
like,
I'm dead.
holy cow.
That's 20 points of poison damage. Half
Golly.
for Atreus.
Still not nothing to laugh at.
I thought I was
That's,
instant dead. God,
All
does.
death saving throws.
No
fail.
death saving throws.
It's over.
Yeah. If I could get to my token, I would put a red dot on it right now.
When that happens,
If we're
Galen
less than
looks
half health, right?
at Exire and he says, I tried to warn y'all. These ruins always have stuff like this.
You did try to warn us.
Is
Alright,
that we do red dot if we're under half health, right?
Yep, yeah, that means you're bloodied. Yep.
Not quite there yet.
All right. So as it kind of clears out of the way, as you guys are just kind of gagging on this noxious fumes, Turk, you look down into the chest and you see what looks to be a hammer, a cloak, and a bunch of like coins and jewels.
I would just kind of turn and dump the chest out since,
Okay.
you know, it already almost killed me. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk
Um,
over
I'll
to.
grab that cloak.
Yeah, I'm
So-
gonna walk over to Turk and just
So it is a warhammer that falls out, and it has like images of like flames that kind of wrap around the handle and up onto the massive head of the hammer. So for the coins and stuff, I need someone to roll. Someone roll. Actually, I'll just roll it for you. Do it in the chat here.
while you're doing that, I'm gonna walk up to Turk and just pull out the healing potions and offer him. I have 3 greater healing potions. I'm just gonna offer him a greater healing potion.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
do
mute
you,
for a second.
Okay.
You want one
So-
of these?
So that's
kind of push. No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
All right. Well, I've got plenty if you need it.
349 platinum pieces
Platinum.
and 20 rubies
One dang. Good thing we came.
that
to
are
these
probably worth
roads.
at least about 25 gold each.
Does anyone have a bag of holding?
There's also a warhammer and what looks to be like a cloak.
I have a bag of holding.
Awesome. So Taurus, you are now the banker.
How much?
Yeah.
20 rubies, and what was the coinage?
349 platinum pieces.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing to scoff at there,
Let's go shopping.
right? That's what 3,490
Yep.
gold. Let's go. And then 20 rubies. You said we're 25 gold each,
Yep.
at least. Cool.
All right. So there's also the hammer and the cloak laying there. So
I'm gonna turn to Atreus and say, you were trying to figure out what that slime was downstairs. Any chance you can do that same thing for this cloak and this hammer here? See if we can learn a little bit more about it.
I can definitely do that. That cloak actually really caught my eye. So I guess I'll go ahead and cast Identify, right?
Yep.
On both items? Yeah. Where's my thing? There it is. So cast it.
So Identify takes 1 minute to cast. So you guys just hang out for like 60 seconds as he's casting the.
While he does that, can
Um,
I just take a once over around the room and see if there's anything the Raven didn't see?
Sure, yeah. If you're just doing like a broad scan of the room, it's a perception check. If you actually want to dig into anything specific, it's an investigation.
Yeah, can I do investigation and just kind of like look around and kind of look through some of the the rubble that's around? Just take
Yep.
the 60 seconds that he's identifying and check out.
Yeah,
what's
there's
going
some
on.
wooden debris if you want to roll for that. So.
All right, 15.
15. Nope. You don't find anything. You spend the 60 seconds, and then as you're kind of looking through it, Adrius kind of interrupts you by saying, "This is called the Sun Forger, and this mantle
Go
here
on.
is the mantle of spell resistance."
Oh ho.
Yeah, this
Spell resistance. Advantage on saving throws against spells while you're wearing this cloak. Hey, that's good for anyone. And you said the other one's a Sun Forger.
Yep.
Ooh.
Sunforger.
It's a Warhammer though, right? So it's a two-hander.
Yep. I think it's two-hander. Yep.
It's
Maybe
it's
versatile.
Yeah, it's versatile.
Yeah. So it's 1 or 2. Yep.
Turk, this looks like looks
I
like
feel like
something
Turk
that
definitely use this.
something that might
I
not be
only-
bad for you.
I pull out the sword, so this is the only weapon that I wield. One of you can use that.
I feel the same about my scimitar. Prugwin, Warhammer.
Well, yes. If no one else wants it,
Oh,
I mean,
yours, buddy.
I've seen you swing around a couple of arms at people. I can't imagine what you could do with this with a Warhammer.
oh, this is fantastic. Thank you.
What was the name of that cloak again? Sorry.
The
That
mantle
cloak?
of spell resistance.
You got it.
What, of resistance?
Mantle of
Hmm?
spell resistance. You get advantage on saving throws against spells while you're wearing it. And the Warhammer was the Sun Forger.
Yeah.
That thing looks sweet, Prugwin.
It does. It really does.
Holy crap, you can
Not gonna
hurl the
lie.
weapon 120 feet to a point you can see, and it vanishes in an explosion. And they take 66 fire damage.
Yeah.
Holy
That's
crap.
crazy.
You just make a sun. You throw it and you just create a sun. It's awesome.
That is cool.
You can use an action to cause, and you can use an action to freaking use just Thor's hammer, but instead of lightning, it's sun. It's so cool.
It's the Titan from Destiny, right?
Yeah, exactly. You're a Sun Forger. That's cool.
All right. What do you guys want to do?
If it's all right with y'all, did you already put the cloak on, Exire?
Oh no, I've just looked at it. I have no. I mean, like I said, that's good for anyone. So
I feel like this cloak really makes my pecs pop. You guys mind if I keep it for myself?
You're the one who identified it.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put the cloak on.
Okay.
It's right over the vest I was wearing.
So dashing.
Thank you.
What is the cloak look
Bergman's
like?
over there just staring at his hammer, just flipping it over.
It kind of looks like a crop top. Well, based on the D&D picture, it looked like a crop top cloak. It was pretty cool.
Whoa. Don't mind if I do. I'm gonna walk over to Siltoris and offer him a healing potion because he also got hit by some of that gas. Say, do you need one of these?
Yeah, sorry, we just hit the first ever level 5 hype train in my chat.
Yeah, we did.
Oh,
Yeah, we did.
let's go.
Yeah, I'll take one of the healing potions and drink it.
One of the graders.
Yeah.
Alright.
How much is a greater?
yeah, we
44 plus 4.
Mal, I put the image of the cloak in the Discord.
Okay.
So I heal for 14.
There you go.
Okay. You guys
There was still one other room, right? Up top?
do anything else here? You climbing up to the 3rd floor?
So Taurus, what did the Raven see on that 3rd floor?
It was really just a bunch of debris and dust. And then on the 4th floor, it was a lot of the same.
But the fourth floor had no roof, right? We were able to kind of survey the area.
Yeah, you can see from up there.
I think we press on and just double check the 3rd and 4th floor, guys.
I'm all for it.
Alright. So, you guys travel on up to the 3rd floor. You enter the room. It's just as the Raven described. There's like an odd amount of just dust around the center of the floor. There's various piles of just like debris, like the wood that is just weathered away. There's actually one window on this floor, so there's some light bleeding in. There's like a pile of debris in the middle. There's piles of debris all around the perimeter, and there's another set of stone stairs that lead upward.
You guys think we should look into the debris, see if we can find anything, or just keep on going to the 4th?
I say we take. I mean, I think it's definitely a good idea to take a look around at each of these floors. I mean, it's not like we're going to be coming back here, right?
Plan Diesel, coming with that sub.
Oh, I was so
Diesel,
confused.
thanks for that sub to this.
Those 5 gift subs, dude.
5 gift subs, goodness.
Hey.
Was that big sly guy? What is that? Is it saying that you got a sub, or did you your sub?
He gifted one to me. I was one
Okay.
of the 5 gifted.
So it's gonna do 4 more times.
Yep.
Talk amongst yourselves.
I do like the mimic though.
Talk amongst yourselves. So yeah, I'll poke around at this floor that we're standing on then.
Clan is the man. All right, so anybody who's looking around in the debris, just roll an investigation check.
Okay.
Here it comes again.
that's a-
Nope. Okay, it stopped.
That's a
I'm terrible at investigation.
Oh my god, that's just an 8.
It's a-
sad.
22.
22. Okay. Anybody else?
I roll an 8.
And
The Ocho.
ESPN 8, the Ocho.
Anybody else rolling?
I got a 10.
10. Okay. Yeah.
All I do is 10.
Respectable roll.
Not a good roll.
Nobody else? Okay. All right. So you guys poke through the debris. It kind of looks like this might have been a library of some sorts, but from what you poke through and find, you don't find anything. It just looks like wasted away books. You kind of figured that the dust on the floor is probably some type of carpeting or something.
Okay.
I bet you this dust is probably killing us. Let's go on to the 4th floor.
Yep.
Go up top, yeah.
All right, so you travel on up to the top floor. The roof is missing. Parts of the wall are missing. Cups. There's wigs coming in with a sub. No, that's a sub gift. Sorry. 1 sub gift. Nice. Oh, to Mama it is. Okay. Keeping it in the family. All right. So, there's partial walls missing. So it's just like if you walk to the edge, it's just that moment of vertigo if you're not good with heights. As you can see all the way down. There is just like on the floor below, there is like dust on the floor, which you're assuming is probably the remnants of some type of carpeting or something. And there is piles of debris scattered about.
I'm gonna investigate this debris too.
Yeah, I want to take a look around.
All right, so just roll an investigation check.
16 this time.
Yeah, 12 though.
All right, just so everybody knows, don't want to interrupt the game, but this is 1 sub or some bits away from my hype train. Just throwing that out there for anybody.
I wonder what we can do with that information.
I'm a little distracted. What did everybody roll an investigation?
Oh, I rolled a natural 20, obviously.
Natural 20?
No,
No, I rolled a
16's not bad.
I only wrote a 12.
12, okay. Let's see. All right, so I'm not coming in, getting us on the hype train. Get me flustered here. All right, so Exire, you find a chest under some debris in the corner. Malcolm's coming in with us. All right, okay, so that's happening. You find a chest in the corner, and okay, Reed, you coming in with us?
Wait, why did Exire find the chest when I had a higher roll? I was 16.
Because you found something else. I just can't get
okay.
the words out of my mouth. So, all right. So, Exire finds a chest in the corner under some of the debris, and you actually find under some of the debris what looks to be a piece of paper. I starts coming in with a sub. Thanks, everyone. Goodness. The hot train hit 100%. I don't know what that means. I've never had that happen before.
Level 5 completion hype train. Let's go. Let's go, chat.
This is crazy.
Wow, 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 wow. Or that was level 4 complete.
Oh, I was level 4.
Yeah, I'm level 5 now.
We're just gonna sit here with the laughing mimic this whole time. Let's go.
This mimic.
Oh,
Big Slot TV coming in with those bits.
90%.
All right, so there's a follow too. You get the gelatinous cube. All right, so Mario, you find what looks to be a piece of paper that is intact under this debris. Wig's coming in with 5 tier 1 community subs. Dang, okay. What's that? The hot train is now 190%.
Say choo choo.
Hype train level 5
Is
complete.
I need you to go choo choo.
Choo choo.
Let's go.
We're
We're hype train in chat. Let's go.
Hype up your friends, chat.
I can't even keep up at this point, so. Okay. So as you're reading through the note, it has it has writing on this note. Like everything else is like disintegrated away, and you find this note with writing on it. XR, you find a chest in the corner. The mimic is going crazy tonight. So do you want to open the chest? Or try to?
I wanna back up 30 feet, and I want to use Mage Hand to try to open the chest.
Okay.
I'm gonna find a place to hide while he's opening the chest.
You see Siltor's kind of just hiding behind something. You can still see his full body, but he's like hiding behind one of these debris piles. 2 minutes, don't let it fall. Dang. This is like keeping the beach ball in there.
You
Exactly.
may have to turn off your bot.
I may have to.
No, you will not.
It keeps going.
Let it go. Like your last name is Frozen. Or,
All right, so the mage hand slips over slowly and just starts to try to pick the chest, like the top of it open, and it pops right open. and it pushes it all the way up, and
Everything
nothing
good?
happens.
All right, I'll go over and look in the chest then.
Okay.
Can I actually read the note, or is it in some weird language that my character wouldn't know?
It is in. What languages do you know?
Let me double check. I know Common and Infernal.
Common and Infernal. Wix came up with another stuff. Thank you, everyone. Let's see.
Break this man. Break
You,
this man.
I'm already broken at this point. I can't even keep track of what's on this page to read it off of it. Let's see. He would have wrote that in. It's actually so you know Infernal and Common. Is that the two
Yes.
you know? So
Yes.
you can't read it. It looks almost elvish, like the writing. You would
Okay.
notice that.
Okay.
Program can read Elvish.
Oh, perfect. I will.
No
I
problem.
will. I should know that. We've been traveling for a year together.
I would
Yeah.
think so.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I would know that. All right. That works.
Up to 210% on the hype train.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
I've never been on this train before. Where does
Go
it go?
ahead.
Listen, it's a fun ride, and the ride never ends.
All right, so Prugwood, you get the note, and you kind of scan through it, and it looks to be a note that is, I don't have it all written out here, but it is. It talks about. It says something along the lines of. It says, "I am sorry our time passed so quickly, my queen, and that I could not do more for you. But my destiny cannot be delayed, not even for you." And then it's signed just a Z at the end.
Okay. Program would he would relay that the best he can
Okay.
to the rest of the group.
Makes
I've never
sense.
seen-
This is a
I've never seen any of these things on my screen now that's going on. With this. Hype potion, hype train. Yeah, this is nice. These are nice things. Dang. Okay. Thank you, everyone. That is that's pretty crazy. All right. So cutting back over to XR, you're looking into the chest and you see. Where are we? You see two bottles corked with some type of like light bluish liquid in them, and you see a ring that sits there with like a purple gem in it. And then you see what looks to be a stone that looks like onyx or black, some type of possibly a gem.
I have some limited. I mean, I have alchemist supplies with me, so I don't know if I would have any type of knowledge of what these liquids might be. Vials?
You could roll a Arcana check.
Okay.
Could I look at them as well
You can, yeah.
with my background in alchemy?
You sure can.
Is it? You said Arcana.
Yeah, I would think it would be Arcana that would do it.
Claire, did you
15 Arcana?
15?
17.
70. All right, so you're kind of looking. I'm kind of a little confused, XR, and then Siltorus walks over and says, "Those." Let me get into Siltorus voice. Those are potions of invulnerability.
Yeah, that was good.
We'll hang on to those. And then you said it's a ring with a purple stone set in
Yep.
it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And then
did you
some
hold it
type
up?
of gemstone that is like black or onyx.
And then an onyx ring with a purple stone, and then an onyx gem. All right. I'll look to Atreus one more time and say, you have any more of those tricks up your sleeve, or do we need to maybe wait till tomorrow to do that?
No, I think I can do it a couple more times actually.
Mind taking a look at this ring? And
Yeah.
this stone. I don't know if this is just a stone or if there's something more to it.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and cast it 2 more times.
Okay, so you're casting Identify?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So after about 60 seconds, you determine that the ring is a ring of regeneration.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
And the gemstone is magical in nature, but it is beyond your comprehension.
I would like to formally complain about that statement.
Is someone proficient in history?
I'm half proficient in history.
Half proficient?
I am.
Yeah.
not.
No, I'm not proficient in history. I get advantage on history checks against Fae Fiend and Undead.
I am half proficient in history.
I will let anybody. Oh, so you're a bard, so you could actually roll a check on it if you want to. You might know stories of this
You want me to do a history
on the
check
stone. Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah. 22, baby.
Kyle wants to roll from an alternate personality. What was the roll? Sorry.
22.
22. That's a very good roll. So you would kind of reminisce back to reading a book about the champions of Waterdeep and their adventures, and you kind of recall something about, like, the protagonist in this book is some great wizard, and there was something about these stones that were left around that it was almost like there was an essence of an evil spirit locked inside these things. As it's still sitting in the chest at this point. Nobody said they picked it up, so...
I pick it up.
Oh, he picks it up. Okay.
Yeah, I pick that up, and I pick the ring up. And if no one objects, I think I would very much like this ring.
Yeah, I actually think it looks very good on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks great on you.
If you
There's been a
don't
couple fights
mind-
that I've gotten quite hurt on, so this might be helpful.
if you just don't mind me saying the stone.
Yeah. I say as I pick it up.
As you pick it up, you guys hear something behind you.
Shit.
This crackling sound. It's like bones, and like bones breaking, kind of. But as you look around, it's almost like the dust on the floor is forming into bones and breaking into place, not out of place, as it forms together right near where Turk is standing, actually. And it kind of, as it forms, it looks like some skeletal creature with 3 heads on it.
Oh my god.
As it kind of just screams this hideous otherworldly scream, and as this bone sword forms, as it takes a swipe right at Turk.
How big is the room we're in?
Turk, that is a natural 20.
Wow.
Dang.
He's muted right now.
Ouch.
Are you there?
Oh yeah, I'm here.
I was trying to tell you not to pick it up.
Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention to you.
It's fine. It's a shiny thing. I get it. It's cool.
Yeah,
It's fine.
it looked cool.
I totally would have picked it up too.
Shit.
Turk, that is 65 points of damage.
Gosh.
What?
I'm insta dead.
As it stabs him, and you just see Turk just kind of tense up, and goes limp. And as he goes limp, the thing just kind of crumbles to the floor, leaving you all just bewildered.
Whoa.
And Turk is laying on the floor, just bleeding everywhere.
I would run up and cast Cure Wounds.
Yep. So you reach down and touch, and you see the wound seal, but there's no movement.
I would cast Healing Spirit.
All right.
Like I understand it's not gonna do anything, but
Right.
still Taurus would like Cure Wounds. It wasn't enough. He'd cast what his biggest heal that he has right now, and I'd put a Healing Spirit right on top of Turk's body.
Yep. As you do that, I mean, there's still just no movement.
What was that?
No idea.
We've got to do. How far is the city?
A far way away still, either direction.
Prugwin, can you do anything?
I don't think so. I don't know. I think he's too far gone.
He can't be. It's Turk. Turk's the toughest one of us all.
Indeed he is. I don't know what to do.
So how heavy is Turk?
450 pounds.
God.
I don't think anybody's carrying Turk anywhere.
I actually think I can, because I have the carrying capacity of a large creature. So let me do some quick math real quick. Because what is it? Is it like your strength times 15?
It will actually tell you on your character sheet. I think it tells you
where?
under maybe equipment.
Yeah, it's under equipment.
Clan or Diz, just whenever you guys have a second, if you don't mind, can you check your Discord DM?
Yep. Oh goodness, I got a bunch of messages.
I see weight carried. I don't see.
Click on that part. Slap.
Oh, yeah,
I
it'll
can-
say-
I can carry 420 pounds.
Yeah, but you have to drop everything else. I mean, you have to be buck ass naked.
I can
Carry-
push. I mean, I am buck ass naked, but I can push, drag, or lift 840. Yeah, I mean, I'm a druid. I'm not really wearing much but leather. But I'll scoop up under his arms to where his head is like rested in my chest,
Mhm.
and I'll drag his body and just frantically be trying to get him out of his body out of the temple or the building that we're in.
Okay. So you guys are heading back out of the tower.
I don't know if anybody else is, but I am.
Exire, what are you doing with the stone that you have
Did
in
you
your hand?
I think as soon as the skeleton came up, I would have dropped it
Okay.
back into that chest, and I'm just kind of shell shocked right now. I don't know what is going on. I'm just frozen, staring at that stone and looking over at the dust that turned into that skeleton thing that just killed Turk. I'm looking back at the stone, and I'm just kind of frozen there. I'm not moving. I'm not thinking. I don't know what to do.
Or one out for Turk.
Yeah, I'm not moving. I'm just.
Make your DM there. Diz.
Do it. Okay. So, Exire, as so as you guys you pick him up, right, and you're starting to carry him out, you feel his body just kind of, it's like it's heating up or something, and then it's like it just goes to dust, like just falls all over you. And Exire, as you're standing there, you drop the stone in the chest. You hear a voice that speaks to you. A familiar voice.
Take the stone. It can aid us.
I want nothing to do with that stone.
It has power. We need it.
This is not the kind of power I want.
Are you hiding these whispers at all? Because I'm still.
Yeah, you can't hear it. It's just in his head. So, yeah.
This is just me talking in my head.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not even hearing. You're not speaking out loud either.
No, I'm just.
It just looks like he's
thinking back.
standing there, staring off into the void. Yeah.
Gotcha. Is I too sent you?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Okay, so as you guys are kind of making your way back out, Exire, whatever he's doing, we'll take a quick break to kind of gather ourselves after all of that excitement, and then we'll come back here in just about 5-10 minutes. So,
Cool. All right, guys.
see you in a
We'll
moment,
be
chat.
right back.
It was good timing.
All right, we are back. We were just talking about player death and stuff, and I was remembering my first one as a DM, it happening to one of my players, and it just felt like my stomach dropped out. Like I was like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe I just killed him." Since then, I've got better at it, and I won't say I enjoy it.
Now you don't
But I
feel as
won't say I
guilty.
don't enjoy it. So
Doesn't
Now
hurt
he's
nearly
killed
as
2 in
bad.
just as many weeks. I mean, what?
Yeah, right.
Now it makes
So.
you chuckle.
Oh no, my stomach dropped. I feel like Turk is the nice one in the group towards Siltoris. Exire's nice, but with like a ulterior motive.
Turk was nice to everybody,
Was.
which means he'll be that much diametrically evil when he returns later on in the campaign to seek his
Right.
vengeance upon you all.
Exactly.
I mean, come on, Slide. JD loves you.
As much as he loves everyone else.
As much as he could love anything. Diz, I'm gonna message you something real quick though.
All right, so I will say this: as Turk's body kind of heats up and just disintegrates, all of his possessions fall to the ground.
I'm upstairs still.
I would
Yep,
I would
just-
pick them up and start putting them in the bag.
Most notably, you would pick up. Let me go back. You would pick up a black metal sword. Just a black metal long sword. And I mean, the hand axe was already ruined. He wasn't wearing any armor. you'd have I think the technical term is a metric shit ton of money on him.
It does sound highly technical.
So I mean, the
yeah.
bag of stuff would have fell to the ground, not all the coins.
I thought it was like the end of the end of Ready Player One, whenever the big rolling death wave hits and he explodes and money goes everywhere.
Oh,
Diablo loot explosion.
Yeah,
just money. You see like this orange light over the black sword. I'm joking, of course. That's a Diablo thing.
And there is
Legendary.
There is a ring of protection as well.
Actually, does he have like a belt with the sheath for the sword?
I'm sure I would, yeah.
I'm gonna put the sword on and put the ring on.
Yeah.
Oh, Diaz, can Turk's soul be in the sword and have him mess with? I mean,
Yes.
Whisper to him.
oh,
It is now.
Yes. Once again, yes.
That's a McCall thing.
I will break Kyle from picking things up and putting them on if it is the death of me. Enough bad things have happened to him in my campaign of picking things up and putting them on.
You put the ring on, it's a mimic.
It's a mimic. Yeah. Turk was a mimic the entire time.
Oh,
You have now lost
God.
one finger.
Is anyone else still upstairs with me, or am I alone upstairs?
Galen's been standing by the staircase with the arrow knocked, looking at the skeletal corpse, waiting to pull the bow back if necessary.
I'm gonna tentatively. I'm going to turn around. Who else is upstairs with me still?
Atreus was still up there. And Progwin said, I guess he didn't say he was gone, so he's still up there.
All right.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
just bringing up the
I would
rear.
All right, I'm gonna turn to everyone then and say, listen, if I don't find out exactly what this stone is, it will eat away at me for eternity. I'm going to try to bring it with us, but before I do, I think it's a good idea for everyone to go downstairs in case that thing comes back again. I don't want you guys anywhere near it. But I know that if I don't take this now and find someone that can tell me more about it so we know what the hell actually just happened to Turk, I won't be able to live with myself.
Okay.
All right, so as you're saying that, so Taurus comes back up the stairs, but he doesn't have Turk in his arms.
Do I hear him saying that?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you wouldn't have made it very far.
Exire, from the look of things, if you pick that stone up again, you may not be living yourself.
I draw Turk's sword and shakingly, one, because I'm emotional, and two, because I'm never used a sword before in my life. I shakingly pointed at Exire and go, really? You already killed him with that once. You want to touch it again?
Are you saying that anyone else wouldn't have done the same? Would you have grabbed it? I had no idea what it was. I didn't kill him with it. It killed him. Don't put this on me. Don't you dare put this on me.
It doesn't matter. He's gone, and that thing is the reason. And
Yes.
you want to pick it up again.
I want to know why. I want to know what happened to him. I want to know what that thing was that killed our friend.
I can tell you what happened to him. We got greedy. We started coming through things that we don't understand. He, and I point at Galen wherever he's at, warned us.
I'm standing right at the top of the stairs. You're right beside me, pretty much, unless you pass me to point at him face to face.
And we still kept going. And now Turk is dead, and you want to pick the thing up that killed him last time you picked it up.
Listen, that explanation might be good enough for you, but it sure as hell isn't good enough for me. So you do what you want with that sword, I'll do what I need to do. But there's no way I'm leaving this here for someone else to find at the very least.
How far would I be from the box that he dropped the thing back into?
You're across the room at the moment, so you're probably a good, I'd say about 50 feet away.
I would start walking over there.
I'm gonna just put myself in between him and the box.
I don't want to hurt you, Exire.
Oh, you can't.
But this is not something that needs to be played with right now.
Listen, you can leave. You can go. I will take this myself. I will take this burden onto myself. You need not travel with me, but I need to know what happened.
I look at Prugwin and Atreus and y'all are okay with this? Turk just turned to dust in my arms.
I don't know. This is bad. It's really bad.
Listen, you want to leave this here for the next group to come, another Turk to come along, someone else to die? At least we know what this can do.
And when does it do it again to us?
How about this? We don't touch the stone. We leave it in this box. We take the box with us. We see if there's someone in Daggerfell that can tell us anything about this. At the very least, tell us a way that we can get rid of it. Make sure this doesn't happen to someone else. We don't need to touch the stone to do that.
How big is the box?
It's normal size chest. It's probably about 3 foot wide, about like a foot and a half deep, probably about 2 feet tall.
So Taurus, was it?
Yes.
I noticed that you have a similar bag to what I have with me. If y'all are wanting to take the stone in the box, I can put that box in this bag.
I think the chest is probably too big to fit in a bag of holding.
No. I don't want to touch the box. I'm talking about turning it up and putting it into the bag.
Oh, tilting the stone.
Never touching the stone.
There you go.
But to get it out of that bag, don't you have to touch it?
You have to recall it with your mind on what it is. But if you're finding somebody that is going to figure out what this is, they may have a contraption or a container that it can be stored in prior to recalling it from the bag. Because you don't just reach your hand in the bag and pull out anything you want. You reach your hand in the bag and you mention in your mind what you're looking for and it comes to your hand.
Yes, but that still means you have to touch the stone.
Not if you put a
out.
container at the mouth of the bag when you call for it.
Can you do that? Can you just tip a bag of holding up and call for something to drop out?
No. I'm saying you could put the container in your hand and stick your hand in the bag and call for it.
What was that, Glenn?
Really? Sorry, I'm getting verklempt.
You getting what?
I mean, if you guys can't touch it, you can't touch it. About your hand.
I know what you're saying, Clem. Let me say it out loud in the game.
Oh.
We Atreus,
Yes.
you had that magic hand.
I do.
Listen, the last time this stone was touched, it did something. You're okay with touching this. You're not okay with taking the chest with you without having to touch the stone, but you're okay with a magic source touching this stone. How do you know that won't summon it? Do you know about this stone? Do you know something you're not telling us?
I know that we shouldn't touch it. I don't know what it happens when something else touches it.
And you're willing to take that risk after you just pointed a sword at me and threatened my life over this. You're willing to take that risk.
I'm willing to take that risk over something that we already know will happen. We can't carry this chest the entire way.
It's not that big or heavy. You're a strong one. We have an extra horse now.
I understand your hesitation and your frustration, Exire. But my hand does not activate magical items. So I can just pluck it and drop it into Sartorus's bag.
Dirk's horse just ran away, by the way.
Wow.
He heard that we have an extra horse comment, and from the great beyond, Dirk commanded the horse to run away.
You just hear something echoing in the dark.
But I think when the spell says it can't activate magic items, I don't know that means it can't I don't know if that means it doesn't, because it still can trigger traps and things.
Traps aren't magical.
Yeah, but I'm saying that it does that. But if it's a magical trap, it would still activate that. If it was a spell that was a trap, I just think it means if there's like a magic item that you need to take an action to activate, the hand can't do that.
Ian, what's the ruling? What do you?
I don't know.
You can't use the magic hand to trip a trap.
I can tell you what.
And to use a magical device. Can you use the magic hand to pick something up? Yes, as long as it's less than 10 pounds.
But if there was a magical effect associated with that item, would the hand trigger that?
I can tell you what
we know that
answer is.
You would not know that.
I was about to say Vince's answer is try it. Find out.
Try it and see what happens.
Someone who is proficient in Arcana,
yes,
and only if you're proficient in Arcana, you could roll a check to see if you would possibly know this. It's going to be one of those off the wall questions, so it's going to be
just proficient.
That is a 17.
No, all bards
17.
sit down.
Yeah, even with a 17, it's like, I mean, you think it would be okay, but you're not 100%.
Listen, XR, I agree. We should not leave this behind for some other group or less than ideal person to take it. We saw when you picked it up.
I'm just going to cut him off. I'm going to slam the chest. I'm going to say, you do what you want, and I'm going to leave.
Okay.
You didn't have to slam the chest then. So I reopened the chest. I cast my mage hand and grab the stone.
Okay. You see that like purplish hand materialize and goes down and grips the stone and picks it up, and everybody kind of just looks around over their shoulders. And nothing seems to happen. It comes over and it drops it in the bag.
And just to be clear, it went into Sartorus's bag, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Cool. So mark that in your bag.
It's with us now, Exire. You don't have to worry.
I'm outside. I'm not here anymore. I left.
Damn, you rage. Okay.
I dropped the sword, just shaking so much the sword just kind of falls out of my hand. And then I clumsily pick it up and sheath it again.
Well, while he's shaking, I'll bend down and pick it up and hold it in my hands long ways.
Okay.
This is a very nice weapon. You shouldn't mistreat it by dropping it on the ground, especially when it was a friend's.
Didn't mean to drop it.
I understand. Here you go.
I put it back in the
hands are
sheath.
open palm.
I put it back in the sheath.
All right.
Guess we should catch up to Exire.
I think you're right.
Okay. So as you guys exit the building, it's probably like midday. So you still got, a few hours left in your day for riding. So you guys go back to the horses and go ahead.
When we get back to the horses are on like the trail, right? I use Druidcraft to make just kind of like as many times as I need to make like a flowered monument kind of thing on the side of the road.
Okay.
And then I get on the horse and you guys were ready.
Okay. You guys travel on northward. A little more serious than you were before. So you travel for a couple of days into its forest area, and then it starts getting into like swampy like area. The trees are a little more like just kind of drooping over, and some are just outright dead. There's more just water, here and there. There is a path still that you guys follow. Let's see. All right, so on the 10th day into the swampy area, you're riding down the road, and you see what looks to be like a humanoid type figure up ahead. You guys can roll a perception check.
Oof, no. 6.
21.
21. Nice.
Natural one.
Natural one as well.
Ooh.
You guys are just kind of looking off into the swamp and don't even notice. Luckily, we're not in the other
looking down
campaign.
at the hilt of the sword.
Right, Mario?
What's that?
So luckily, we're not playing the other campaign.
Yeah.
So,
Somewhere she poofs out of existence.
poof. All right, so Galen, you rolled I think you said a 21. Exire, what did you roll?
6.
6. Prugwin, so you rolled a 9 there. See that? All right, seeing a couple of ones. All right, so Galen, you notice this creature. It wanders out onto the road. It is odd looking. It is wearing like formal clothing, and it just kind of walks out of like the marsh area, out into the middle of the road. And as you guys approach, you're probably a good 50 feet away at this point. Does anyone approach it?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'll
so
ride up.
Exire rides
I'll
up.
approach
How close do you want to get, both of you?
Close enough until I can tell what the hell it is.
I mean, how? 10, 15 feet.
Okay. All right, so here, I'll just give me just a second as I change over to this, and we will move you guys over there. You see, as you get closer, the head turns up and looks at you, and it is this skeletal form.
Got a really nice top hat on.
Yeah, I really
Yeah,
like
it
that
is-
top hat.
It
I mean,
is
he knows how to
formally
dress.
dressed. Now, at the edges of this formal wear, it is a little tattered, but this
plays-
guy is well dressed.
He looks like he plays guitar for Guns N' Roses.
It's possible. It is possible. I tried to get him on the show, but it just didn't happen. So
Well, that's okay. Next time.
Yeah, I don't think we can say his name because we have to pay licensing fees if we reference him directly.
Yeah, we're just gonna go deal a lot of slashing damage to this guy.
Close as you
So-
can get.
as you approach,
Hi there.
you hear it say, "Can you tell me where the master is? I can't seem to find him."
Well, that depends on what master you're referring to.
The master?
The master, of course. The only one there is.
Does this master have a name?
His name is Master, and Master is his name.
Not ringing a bell. I don't have a master.
How long have you been with this master?
It has been a long time since I have seen him. To be honest, I don't remember his name. I am embarrassed. You have embarrassed me now, sir.
Do you have a name?
I have a name, yes. It is Ichabod.
Ichabod. Right then, Ichabod. Seems to be wandering out here, alone?
We are never alone. There are always things around us.
I mean, do you have a party you travel with?
Friends, you ask, do I have them? I have no friends.
companions.
Will you be my friends?
Well, that entirely depends, Ichabod. Now, Ichabod, let me ask you, this master, did they find you, create you?
And it looks right up at you. You see its eyes just hollow holes into its head. You know the master. I see his presence on you. What have you done with him?
I know the master. I don't know who you're referring to. Can you describe this master? What does he look like?
He is tall and wise. He wears robes.
Tall and wearing
He has
robes.
a presence. And I sense that presence on you. Where have you been?
Been to a city? Are you familiar with Baldur's Gate, Ichabod?
I know the city.
Is that where the master is from?
He is from many places, but he is not from that city. That city is so new that it is not worth his time.
We were at ruins of a castle a few days' journey up. Did he live in a castle, Ichabod?
You see its head turn back at you again. And you see almost like this little like red fire in its like pupils almost. A castle, you say, near here.
Not terribly far, a few days' journey up the road.
What did you find in this castle?
What could there have been to find, Ichabod? Is there something there that the master doesn't want us to know about? Doesn't want us to find?
Are you a thief, sir?
A thief? No. Ichabod, I've never thieved from your master, not to my knowledge. I have nothing against your master, nor do I know who your master is. We're simply adventurers, explorers, heading up north on some business. Our paths happen to cross, and I'd like very much to help you find this master. I'd like to know who this master is. Ichabod, help me help you.
He is the one that will rule everything, command everything, and silence everything. But he does
Just
not
out of
tolerate a
curiosity-
thief.
Just
And
out of curiosity, do I smell like your master?
He turns and looks at you. You do not. You
Well, then it
smell.
couldn't have been the castle.
You smell of the woodland creatures.
Not so much. Good try, though.
If you will
Ichabod,
not
what
tell
are
me the
you-
truth, maybe these will help you. And he raises his hands, and as he raises his hands, you see. Hang on.
Chat music about to change.
You see these things start to rise out of the water, and then you see this other, like this awful looking like creatures just start to emerge out of the muck.
Now, Ichabod, that really was uncalled for, and you're really not going to like what happens next.
And then you see this large creature step out from behind this rock with horns on its skeletal head. That is fine. You do not have to tell me the truth. I will rip it from your mouth.
Oh, now that's rude, Ichabod. We've been nothing but honest with you.
I mean, if you don't think I smell like your master and you think he does, and we were both in the same castle, there's no way that we could have been in the castle that you think we were at that you thought he stole something from.
The logic tracks, Ichabod.
I have a headache.
As he starts to speak, all of a sudden you hear a voice cry out from behind. You hear, "I have found you, you vile fiends!" As this elvish-like humanoid creature steps out towards a kind of back in the swamp area back there. Josh, do you want to describe this character to us?
He is wearing chainmail, and he's
Oh,
blonde hair, green-eyed, about 6 feet tall. Wielding what appears to be a long sword, carrying a shield. You do see a holy symbol of Lathander hanging prominently around his neck.
All right.
All right.
All right, so I'm gonna need you guys to roll initiative, as these things don't look like they're ready to parlay with you. So
12.
Oh, Ichabod.
So if you click on your token, everyone except for Buck and Josh, click on your token. You'll have an initiative button. And
I
just-
cannot click on mine.
Yeah, I do not have control of my
Oh,
token
no.
right now.
You don't have
It's like-
control of it.
I have
Two-
control of it, but no initiative.
Yeah, I have no initiative.
I can't click on it to add anything.
Two of the tokens are like cut off for me. I don't know if it's just
Oh wait, oh, never mind. We got it.
You got your token? Okay.
loading or what.
So where's the initiative?
So if you click on it up in the very top left-hand corner, you'll see a button that pops up. It says initiative, and all you got to do is
yep.
click on it and then type in the number that is your initiative, and it will add it to the initiative order there.
Wasted a natural 20 on initiative. All right.
Guys, I finished that bottle of wine.
Atreus, I think it's empty.
Yeah.
So you just
I
want me
just popped it open.
I
you just
call
want me
back
to
over my
type mine
shoulder.
into roll 20 discs
What is
since
it?
I can't. I said you just want me to type mine into roll 20 since I can't add it to my.
Just type it in roll 20 and I will add it momentarily.
I put mine in there as well.
Atreus, we're about to fight. Now is not the time to polish off a bottle.
This'll be
There is
odd
never
for
not a
me.
great
This-
time to
This
polish off
character
a bottle, sir.
doesn't have a whole lot
Remember
of
that.
dexterity, so
But Exire, I mean, maybe he needs to be a little, lubricated and
No,
flexible for the fight.
he is a bard.
Adam, you need to up your donation to roll 20 because
I know, right?
always terrible.
It's okay as long as the other rolls are good.
I mean,
I'll
it's
take
been-
low initiatives.
It's been
Oh,
consistent.
that Minotaur's
terrible for
initiative
like
is
6
zero? I'll
years,
take
so,
That's
I
good.
mean,
It's true.
That's
I have
good.
to add them. I have to add them first, and then I can put their initiative.
Yep, all of their initiatives are 0. I like it. They go last.
So that one's 16, and
Does this automatically order
Mhm.
it? Or do
no,
you-
no. I have to order it. Yep. So
Yeah,
it takes
yeah,
me
he
just a
can
moment.
reorder them.
Okay.
Yeah, once,
Yeah.
once he gets
So
everybody typed in. there.
7. So 7, and then we need
And we are
Galen.
living
Hopefully
by
I spelled it
the-
right.
By the 1-minute rule, right? You declare your action within a minute.
You do. Yep.
Okay.
So it's going to be based on my perception of the minute. So if anybody's out there just timing me, I may be a little off. But if it feels like you're going over a minute, then I will just cut your turn off, and we'll go into the next one. It's nothing against you. We're just trying to keep that flow of combat to feel intense. What was your character's name, Josh?
Alaric.
Alaric.
A-L-A-R-I-C.
Alaric. I like it.
I see. Okay.
Why do I feel like I've heard that
I
name
was going to
before?
say that, yeah, that's a throwback.
So just tell me, Galen, what was your initiative?
Where did I hear it?
I have a 21.
That was McCall's real name.
Oh, okay.
And Josh.
Yeah, mine's in roll 20. It's a 8.
8.
Oh, sorry, is it? No, 9. Sorry, 9.
Okay, 9. Okay, I can change it easily.
Way, but
So we got Atreus, Exire, Siltorus. I don't have Huck. So do we have someone who wants to roll for Huck?
I mean, I can roll for Hook if you want me to.
All right, if you want to roll for Huck,
Let me pull up his character sheet real fast.
it's a +2.
Okay, so 16 for initiative then.
16 total. Okay. So we got Atreus, Exire. So I'm missing Adam's character, I think, right?
That's
Brooklyn
it.
rolled a 8.
Tony, right?
8.
Brooklyn rolled an 8. I think I've got the right one.
Remind me
Yeah.
again, Adam, because I think it's been a little bit since you've been here. You missed the last one, right?
Yeah.
Your fighting style, you're more melee fighting style, right?
6.
Or are you more stand back and caster fighting style?
I was kind of thinking about playing him more of a role of a healer, but melee if I had to.
That's fine. I was just trying to remember
But now with that Sun Forger.
everybody's.
With the Sun Forger, I'm thinking about maybe doing some melee.
He's like, with my new toy, I may get
I
up
might
in
as
the
well
race.
break it in.
Right?
Makes sense.
Alright.
It's weird, like it's part of the map or something's cut off for me. Or I
All
think
right.
my token is.
So we've got Exire. So you just have to kind of click, and if you hold Control and use your mouse wheel, you can scroll out, and you should be able to see more. Now it gets Roll20 does get a little weird on certain like zooms. It does like
Yeah.
cut off certain things. Yes, so it is odd sometimes.
Okay, here though. All right. Fantastic. I'm going to go ahead and draw my scimitars, draw them back along my neck, light them both up. Take 3 damage doing so. Sorry. Okay. All right. Take 3 damage for that. And I'm going to. So that's my bonus action. For my action, I'm going to run. Yep. Just going to run right at Ichabod. He's in front of me.
Okay.
And actually, you know what? No. I'm going to stay back here. I'm actually going to step 10 feet back. 15. No, I'm going to step 20 feet back out of the way of Ichabod. And I'm going to cast. Yeah, I'm going to cast Armor of Agathis on myself.
Okay.
And just kind of fall back in line with the group since we were pushed up way ahead. And that's it. That is my turn.
All right. Up next, we have Galen.
So with my bonus action, I'm gonna whisper to my bow, and I'm going to invoke my ensnaring as my bonus action.
Mhm.
And then I'm going to fire a shot at Ichabod
All
to
right.
try to ensnare him in place.
All right. Make your attack.
That is a 15 plus 10, so 25.
Yeah, just barely hits him. Yeah, just barely. Yeah, just grazed him.
So
So-
it says he has to make a strength saving throw.
All right. So that is a 15.
It doesn't tell me what the strength save is, though.
So it should, if
series.
it doesn't say, then it has to be whatever yours is. And if are you a magic user?
No.
Okay. So you are a ranger, right? So
I'm a fighter.
Fighter.
13.
Spell DC. And Clan, if you want to drive, what do you want? You want the skeletons? Or do you want the Minotaur?
Don't matter to me, whatever.
You tell me while I'm looking this up. So
Minotaur.
DC
Minotaur.
All right, I'll do the
Minotaur.
Minotaur.
Yeah.
Minotaur. All right.
Is it like a skeletal Minotaur? I guess?
Skeletal Minotaur. So you go ahead and be looking it up. I think it's strength based. So it would be 8 plus your strength plus your proficiency would be your DC then.
Okay. So he saves.
Okay.
I rolled the damage of the arrow, though, but he succeeds being restrained, right?
Yes, so the damage would hit, but he resists the
All right, so that's 13 damage, and he succeeds on the being restrained.
13.
And then I'll move right here. And then my turn.
All right. So it is Ichabod's turn. And he is going to cast a spell.
That'd be good. We're all clustered together.
Yeah. That's the good thing you do. You want to all stay in the same spot.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, we're not all clustered together. See, now we can all die, and then Josh will survive this time.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So all of
There you
this
go.
is water right here, Diz, or does it start on this next square?
Everything off of the
Okay,
path
so this border
is pretty much water. Yep.
Okay.
Except for, of course, the rocks that are sticking out, and there's some trees that are sticking out of the water.
Okay.
It's deep enough to be difficult terrain in the water.
It is. It is. It looks very difficult-y terrainish. Yes.
Okay.
Very muddy, very sloppy looking. All right. So you see him kind of pull his hands out, and you see these green like orbs around his hand. He slaps his hands together, and you hear from way off in the distance, very vaguely, you hear Eldritch Blast.
What the fuck was that?
I think it said Eldritch Blast.
Eldridge Blast.
I thought it was gonna say Sweet
Eldritch.
Child of Mine. I thought that would be better.
That is a natural 20. I rolled 2 natural 20s for the same character. Once for his initiative
need to get
and
rid
once
of
for
that
this
dice.
attack. So that is going at Galen as he struck him with an arrow. So that is...
I'm going to assume that was Minos that said Eldritch Blast.
So that is 2d10. That is 12 points of force damage, Galen. Okay. Taurus. Actually, Ichabod will not stretch himself like that, but he will actually move
God,
away.
Ichabod, what happened?
He enlarges. He moves back a little bit. Taurus.
Yeah. Healing Spirit, and I drop it right on Galen.
Awesome.
So-
Okay. So is it a persistent thing that stays
It
out
is-
there, or
Yeah, and I'll tell everybody, you need healing. Get to this. So Healing Spirit is a like fey creature, pops
What's
up
it?
right there.
what's it look like?
I would probably have it look like a stag. And I can do until the spell ends, whenever you or a creature you can see moves into the spirit's space for the first time on a turn, or starts its turn there, you can cause the spirit to restore 1d6 hit points to that creature. No action required. The spirit can heal constructs or undead. Can't heal constructs or undead, sorry. And the spirit heals a number of times equal to 1 plus your spellcasting ability. So I can heal up to 6 times on the start of a turn or when somebody moves in there.
What's the
into that
radius?
spirit's place. 60 foot to cast, but it's only a 5 foot square, so you got to move into the square.
You have to be in the.
You have to
You
be
have to
in
be
stag,
yeah,
in the square.
in the
Okay.
stag. So I drop it.
And Galen would be on the same
Yeah.
square.
All right.
Yeah.
So I will put it here. We'll move him to the front, and I will drop it behind him.
And then because it's technically entering the first time, can I do the healing?
Yes. Yep.
So 1d6 plus. Oh no, not 1d6. Not plus. So 3 hit points, and then I go cat form tiger form as I charge
Okay.
in with my bonus. So, and then it's 1 size bigger. So 5, 10.
What's its hit points?
37.
And its AC?
12.
Somehow I knew it was 12. All right, so we will
Damn.
place this token down here, and you will actually
25.
be here, right? As you transform.
Yeah, I was counting that as the
And then
10,
go ahead and move.
15, 20, 25, 45. Yep. So we'll stay right there. Oh,
Okay.
hold on. Wrong token. I only have 40 on this guy. So right there. And that's
We'll
my
keep
turn.
it. We'll keep your token on this layer so we can see you on the turn order. But all right, Minotaur. And when I think of clan, I always think of a Minotaur anyway. So that's
Facts.
I
Yeah.
don't know how to take them.
That's true.
You're saying Clan's big horny dude.
that's what I was saying. I mean,
He does play a lot of tieflings.
All right, so Minotaur is going to run up here. Oops, sorry. Get on the square, damn it! Okay, good. There he is. Okay, and he is going to gore the kitty.
Oh, the kitty.
That's not nice.
Gonna get gored.
Rude.
Because he can. All right, you ready, kitty cat?
Let's go.
All right.
So
So that is a 17.
That
that
is.
hits. Diz, I
Alright.
have a question though.
Yes.
Magical items still get the effect while in wild shape, right? So
Correct.
the
As long as they're not activatable, like if they're
So-
persistent, they do. Yes.
Ring of protection,
Would still be active. Yes.
so it ups it to a 13.
13. Yes.
Cool.
Feel free to change that if you want to on the token.
I just wanted to make sure I was right in the fact that,
You are.
that's how that worked.
Okay, so that would be 14 points of damage from the gore. And then
He's gonna make a save, don't he?
you now need you to roll a strength check. Or strength save, sorry.
You said 14 points?
Yeah, it's 14 points of damage. And I need
Is
you
this
to roll
Minotaur
a
just-
strength
you
saving
see it-
throw.
You see it kind of just rip the ground with its hooves as it's just coming right at you. It puts its horns down and just goes right into your side with it.
17 strength.
Well, that saves.
And the cat gets flipped in the air. But you know, as cats do, they land on all fours.
Land right on their feet.
Yep.
All right, and that ends his turn.
All right. So up next we got Huck, and I am open to suggestions on Huck. But if not, I will just cast something.
A rift opens up and Huck falls through.
This all
I
seems
mean-
very familiar.
I feel like he should have more spells than this, but that's okay.
Does a
So
blue
Meg-
tiefling show up and going, let me tell you something, fella.
Yes.
all
All of the
right.
characters from that campaign tumble into this
So we'll say Huck casts Magnify Gravity on the Minotaur. So Minotaur, roll a Constitution saving throw.
All right. Constitution. That'd be a 14.
14 is a success. So you take half damage, and I roll 6 force damage. So you take 3 force damage from that. Ooh, that's pretty good too. I might use that next time. All right. So Huck probably stay where he is. So we'll go on to Atreus.
When using a ranged weapon, that first number, that's when I'm good, right? It has to be at least that far out, otherwise I have to roll with disadvantage, correct?
So with a ranged weapon, you have 2 numbers, right? The first number is normal or normal attack. The second one is disadvantage, yes. And anything
and
beyond that is out of reach.
Anything below that first number, though, that's also disadvantage?
No, anything below the first number is normal.
Okay.
So it would be like a 20/60 or something. If it's below 20, then it would be fine. 20 or below.
All right, I'm gonna. You said right about here is where the water starts, right? Where it gets
Yeah.
difficult.
Yeah, you can kind of see the shadow line through there, and it just kind of gets into the water, yeah.
Okay. Excuse me. I'm going to. I'm not gonna have a shot here. I'm gonna aim at this this little undead guy up here
Okay.
with my crossbow,
Okay.
and I'm gonna go ahead and take a shot. So it's,
Goodness.
6.
That is a natural 1, and also a natural 1 on the table.
Yep.
Roll
Yep.
20 loves you. Uh-oh.
Stanasi pops into this reality.
Uh-oh. Anytime, just so everybody knows, anytime anybody rolls a 1, I roll a d20 to see if I roll a 1, and I rolled a 1. So as you turn to do this, the arrow, as it leaves the crossbow just kind of, like the string on it, snaps in two and becomes unusable. And the arrow just kind of falls right in the mud right in front of you.
Cool. Well, in that case, I'm gonna go ahead and use my bonus action. That's I'm gonna be good for. And I'm gonna touch Exire here and whisper some encouraging words to him. I'm gonna tell him, hey, I know you're frustrated. I know we pissed you off back at the castle. But use that anger and kick some ass. And so he gets an inspiration die for 10 minutes.
It's the inspiration die. And the rest of you, don't forget about your inspiration dies that you have too. So. All right.
So wait, we had inspiration from the last game, right?
Is it a D8? Is that what you have?
It's a D6.
D6. So you have a D6, okay? Yeah, inspiration die only lasts for about 10 minutes, I think, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So they pretty much have to, except for the ones I give for other reasons, they last for the entire encounter. So all right.
Because did you give inspiration after last game?
I gave some inspiration for the people that showed up for the combat test.
Oh, okay. Okay, you're fine.
Yep. Alaric, you're up.
Am I in rough terrain?
You are in rough terrain, yes.
Okay, then all I can do is I can move to here, and a bonus action, I will cast Hunter's Mark on this one.
Okay. You will give him skull and crossbones.
Yes, I managed to find a way to build a paladin and have Hunter's Mark.
Yeah. Vengeance. Let's go.
He pulls out his bow and he starts shooting. It's possible.
That's all I can do. I can't.
Anyway, I started blasting.
I can't.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't really do anything else.
Well, you can use your action to dash if you want to, but you don't have to. It is just option. So, if you're wanting to close ground.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and dash, and that way I can get to him, and that way at least next round I can. Yeah. So, and that way I'll win my turn.
You can dash if you want to. Thanks, chat. All right, Prugwin.
All right, let's go with some Sacred Flame on this guy.
All right. He looks like he needs it.
I think so.
All right, DC 15. So let's see. Man, why don't you roll me a D20? Tell me what you got.
You- 16.
16. That is an 18 total. So he does succeed on it. Somehow this skeleton that's in mud is able to avoid the sacred flame.
Well,
Oddest thing I've ever seen.
Like a Michael Jackson video.
Yeah.
They start all dancing. I'm out of here, guys.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
Too damn coordinated.
Well, that'll end my turn, Diz.
Okay.
Just have
Now
to take
it
out
is
the puppet master.
the skeleton's turn. So, all right. So the skeleton next to Alaric will roll a short sword attack. Okay, I'm gonna roll very good. 21 to hit.
Hits.
All right. So that is 7 points of piercing damage. All of the other ones decide to shoot arrows. 2 of them are shooting at the cat. So we'll roll those first. That is a 15. I think that one hits.
That hits.
That one is an 8, which misses.
Yep.
All right, so I think that is just a d6. Yep, okay. That is 7 points of piercing damage. Then we're going to have one at Galen and one at Atreus. So Galen, that is an 8.
No.
Atreus, that is a 10.
Nope.
All right, so I only rolled good on like the first couple rolls. All right, so that is the end of round 1, Exar. Round 2.
I'm gonna look over at Ichabod and say, well, that was a nice trick you did there. I can do the same. And I'm going to reach out and cast Hex on the Minotaur.
Okay.
I'm going to give him a disadvantage on strength ability checks.
Okay.
And then I'm going to fire off an Eldritch Blast at him.
All right.
That is not going to hit because it's an 11.
11.
That
Let's
does not
look.
hit.
No?
No, it
Okay. All right.
disapproves.
So then he is hexed, and that will. I guess I'll move forward to try to unclump us a little bit, maybe draw some attention away from the group. So let me move to.
You mean you're not waiting for the fireball? Dang
Yeah,
it.
right. I'll move to right here.
You're not supposed to say anything, dude.
I got my swords out. Again, my swords are on fire. Got them out, just kind of looking around, ready. And
You
Alright.
guys have created what we would call in the business a target-rich environment.
I was
my
watching Iron Man the other day. I think this is called the kill box.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the kill box.
All right, XR, is that all?
Yeah, I am my turn.
All right, Galen.
So I'm gonna move right here. That way I'm off that healing square.
Okay.
And I'm going to take a shot at. If I can click the dang box that I need to hit. This one right here.
Gotcha.
So for the next minute, the ensnaring strike stays on any shot I make, right? Because it says duration's 1 minute. So for the next 9
so.
rounds or whatever, it says next time that you attack a creature before the spell ends. So no matter what attack I make, that stays.
Snaring. Let me
Oh,
just
I
read
like
it
it.
real quick. So, well, if I can spell it. Oh, it's not a warlock spell. Ensnare. Is it an actual spell or is it an ability?
It's a spell. It says casting time is a bonus action, and then it says duration's 1 minute.
Yeah.
It says the next time you hit a creature with a weapon attack before the spell ends, a writhing mass of thorny vines appears at the point of impact. So I don't know if that's just the one next attack.
Duration is okay, so it'll last 1 minute, so 10 rounds.
Last 1 minute, yeah,
But
correct.
it requires concentration.
But
It also requires
is-
you to hit something. So
Yeah.
if you miss,
it's
it
only a
doesn't count.
One hit. Yeah, it's only
Yep.
a one hit.
Only
so-
for the next hit, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you didn't
so I have
hit
to
the last.
cast it. No, I
So
hit.
you
I
did.
hit him the first time,
Yeah. So
but
it's
it
gone.
only counts as one. Okay, so
yeah.
that's fine.
It got burned.
I
yeah.
was trying to understand how that works, so that's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna
Cool.
hit him with an enfeebling arrow.
Cool. All right.
So that is a 17 plus 10, so 27 to hit.
Yeah. Yep. Hits. God. All right.
It says 2d6 necrotic damage, and also must succeed a con save or the damage dealt by this weapon attack is halved until the start of my next turn.
Ooh, that was close. No, fails the con save.
So I did 8 points of damage right then.
Okay.
I got a 2 and a 6. So that means that it takes half damage on its turn then until my next turn.
It does half damage or takes half damage?
It says the damage dealt by this weapon attack is halved until the start of your next turn.
What's the spell called again? Sorry.
Enfeebling Arrow.
So yeah, the whatever you hit would only be able to do half damage with that weapon until your next turn, right?
It says
I
target
think
must
so.
also succeed
Yeah.
on a Constitution saving throw, or the damage dealt by its weapon attacks is halved.
Because
There
that's
you
what
go.
happens
There
when
you
you
go.
cast enfeeblement on a.
Okay.
on a
There you
soldier.
go.
Okay.
So we'll give him some. I don't know. We'll give him this grenade. He has a grenade.
And that will end my turn.
All right. Don't look at me like that, Clint. He's not a mummy, okay? Ichabod. Okay, Ichabod. He is going to take a shot at the kitty cat. All right, so I noticed that Kyle, you haven't been marking the damage. I think you got 12 damage.
I have 16 hit points. Sorry.
Okay, cool.
I
Okay.
can mark it on my.
16 total. Okay, all right, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Just make sure. Ichabod is going to fire an Eldritch Blast at
Oh.
the cat.
Poor kitty.
Kitties do not like Eldritch
Ooh,
Blasts.
They do
that's a lot. That is a lot.
Apparently very good Eldritch Blast.
That is a 22 to hit.
Just barely misses.
No, it barely misses because he's got all
I mean,
those.
your AC's
all
what,
that
22,
AC.
right at it?
I got a ring of protection on each one of the claws on the kitty cat.
That is 9 force damage.
Okay.
Like the force damage.
Yeah. Use the force, Ichabod.
Also, chat, you would understand the mummy grenade joke if you watched Super Retro Game Show Extreme Monday nights at 10:30 on twitch.tv/Dr. Diz_DM.
You're missing.
/Clan Diesel.
You're missing these inside jokes. Siltoris, your turn.
Yeah, so I would probably try to bite this man that's right in front of me. Yeah, bite.
All right. Bite.
Rude.
That is a 19 plus 5, 24.
That is.
Ooh. 13 damage.
All right.
And then I will use a bonus action to get a 2d8 hit points back. I will spend a second level spell slot and bonus action heal myself.
All right.
So I gain back. Yeah, 10 hit points.
I did not know that was a warlock spell. Interesting. All right. Anything else?
Nope.
Siltoris. Cat
That is
form.
my turn.
All right. We got Plain Diesel up.
All
The
right,
Minotaur.
looks at the kitty and goes, and then he picks up that big ass great axe of his and slams it down on kitty head.
God.
So that would be an 18 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Also, is
Alright.
the spirit stag over there? Is it concentration?
Let me. Yes. Let me roll.
Okay. So I'm gonna mark you for concentration. So yeah, I won't make you roll the previous ones, but go ahead and roll for this one.
15. I rolled 16, 15, 17, so I would have, with
Okay,
Constitution, saved on everything.
Good deal.
That is 18 slashing damage.
I am no longer in cat form.
Okay.
And then it's the Minotaur's turn.
All right. Huck's turn. All right. On Huck's turn. Okay. The target must succeed a Constitution saving throw or take 1d4 damage and fall prone. So let's try that. Sapping Sting to the Minotaur. Make a con saving throw.
He yelled hi, Jen, just now, by the way.
I could.
You did sound like a man. I wasn't gonna say it, but you said it first. So that's fine. I bet it is.
All right, Minotaur, roll a Constitution saving throw. By Minotaur, I
Minotaur,
mean Clan
right.
Diesel.
Yep, a Minotaur, it's Constitution saving throw.
Yep.
That would be a 21.
21. Okay, well that succeeds. So, all right, that's Huck's turn. Atreus.
All right, my turn. Man, he ran away from me like a little BIH. I'm gonna run up. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right here. And I'm gonna 6, 30. And then I'm gonna take my cross. Oh no, my crossbow's not working. Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, dang it.
All right.
I
God damn it.
meant to say something on my free action.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. It's all
Dang.
good. It's all good. All right. Adjusting. Okay. Cool. No, that's what we're gonna do instead. I'm going to look at the Minotaur and cast Fish's Mockery. That's what I'm gonna do. So he has, wow, another one. Let's go, guys. He has to do a Wisdom saving throw of 14, or take 1 psychic damage
Is that on the Minotaur?
on the Minotaur.
Go.
Yes.
Yep. So he rolled a 12.
Okay, so you get a whopping 1 psychic damage. GG's. And you have disadvantage on your next attack roll
Ooh.
before the end of your next turn.
Rude.
That's worth.
Yep.
Like,
And then that'll be the end of my turn.
All right, Alaric.
Okay, I'm gonna stab the one that stabbed me because I don't like being stabbed.
That's fair.
That's a 15 plus 6, so it's a 21. Blackjack.
Blue one hits.
Okay. It is 6 plus 6, so 12 plus 6 more, 18.
18 just explodes into bones. Just.
Alright, as my bonus action, I shall move my Hunter's Mark to Ichabod the Slash down there, and then I will start sloshing my way toward him. So 5, 10, 15.
All right. Okay. Prugwin.
all right, let's go with a guiding bolt to the Minotaur.
Never hurts. Except when it hits, it hurts.
Oh, I
Hey.
think
Okay.
That hits.
Yeah.
17 points of radiant damage.
Yes.
Yes. It's little Diz _ DM chat. Future DM in training.
That's AKA our
Hi.
baddest encounters we have to deal
Heal.
with ever.
He gives me ideals. So
Minotaur was his idea, wasn't it?
maybe.
Insane,
How close are we to
probably.
a little
Really
biz
insane, though.
DM session?
Pretty close.
Love to hear it.
Not to break combat, but he talked for like an hour straight one night, giving me ideals.
Nice.
Let's go.
I've heard some of Nolan's ideas. We don't want to run that encounter.
No, we do not.
All of
I'm
No,
us.
we
scared
do
of your
not.
ideals.
It's always scary when he walks into the room and
What
goes,
do they look like?
Dad, what's that big monster on the screen?
guys
And
here.
there's no monster on the
Are they
screen
being
for
killed
us.
by the
You're
thing?
right.
They're trying. I'm
That
trying to kill him.
Wait a
happened
minute.
before.
You're like,
And then Mike's like, shh, tell him that.
All right, so 17 points of radiant damage, and the next attack against this Minotaur has advantage, right? So
let's go.
Oh, so he's
That'll
got
end.
disadvantage on his next, and whoever's attacking him has advantage.
yep,
Dope. That's a fucking tag team right there. Let's go.
it's a me. All right, anything else, Bruglin?
That'll end my turn this round.
Mute.
All right,
Daddy.
Skeleton's turns.
Are we allowed to tell the DM, hey? Let's go.
He's trying to give me ideals right now.
Oh,
I think it would unbalance the encounter if I used that ideal. So. All right, so we've got the one at the top and bottom gonna fire at Siltoris. That is a 21 and an 18.
Yeah,
Did
they
both
both
those
hit.
No
Yeah,
hit.
those-
Okay.
Those both hit, yeah.
Need you for something else.
Okay. I think I'm putting.
It's about to be rough, guys.
That's 4 plus. That's 8 points of piercing damage. And what are you doing back there? Get down.
Dance. I just randomly danced, and why is my arm invisible?
He's dancing. All right. So at Galen, that is a 15.
No.
Nope. Okay. And then at Huck, we've got a 20, which I do believe hits.
did you
probably-
roll another 20?
Dirty 20.
No, a dirty 20. That is only 1 point of.
Where are they seeing from?
It's only 1 point of damage.
Where is he
So-
seeing from?
All right. So that is the end of round 2. XR round 3.
All right, before it starts, I'm going to turn to Atreus, who's right next to me, and I'm going to use a free action to say, there's a crossbow on my back, take it. And then I'm going to turn back towards the Minotaur. I'm going to cast an amplified blood curse of binding. He needs to succeed on a DC 14 strength saving throw.
He already has disadvantage on strength saving throws, doesn't he? Didn't somebody?
Because of Malnox's hex.
I hex him against ability checks, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wish. If it was strength saving throws, that'd be awesome. But Clan, DC 14 strength saving throw on your Minotaur.
Okay, let's see here.
If you could just roll low, that'd be great. Like a 1 or 2, maybe.
Sorry, that is a nat 20.
Oh my god.
What?
Rolling those bombs. That's my code to you.
Assistant to the DM.
Sorry.
Assistant to the DM.
Well, that changes things. I don't like that at all. All right. Actually, screw it. It's not gonna change anything. I am going to.
I think there's some inappropriate things happening in chat right now.
No, I yelled at her and told her I wanted a divorce. Show up to Diz's stream and not mine. I wanted a divorce.
Wow.
Makes
Oh,
sense. Makes sense.
Sally.
I think it's fair.
I mean, Clan's not streaming, so
That is true.
Yeah, I'm just
But
gonna.
Sly's streaming.
I'm gonna run up to this guy and right up here next to Sotoris, and I'm just gonna take a swing at him.
Okay, you have advantage.
Just for the record, as Exire is running up to do his rolls, I did grab that crossbow from his back with my free action.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah.
15.
Snap mine because I rolled a 1.
Does a 15 hit?
A 15 with advantage.
Yep. I rolled
Okay.
a 5.
Roll everybody up.
Hang on, let me check.
Nice.
That does hit. Yes.
That whole apartment complex just woke up.
Fantastic. Let me go ahead and roll damage.
I just want to say I love Kisa.
That makes one of us claim.
That is 11 slashing damage.
Okay.
2 of which is fire. I don't know if that makes a difference, but 2 fire
You can
damage
roll
and
that
9
one.
slashing
It's like
damage.
the lowest you can roll.
So 11 total.
And
Okay.
he
All right.
said it out loud, and his wife cracked up.
Don't think fire does anymore, but yeah. Okay. Good to know.
And then I will. I mean, that was action. That was bonus action. Yeah, I'll have my turn.
Alright.
Yeah, I'll stay right there and melee with
Can you
him.
bring me some water?
Okay, Galen.
I'm gonna shoot at the one at the bottom that I've already shot at.
Okay.
That is 29 to hit.
Jesus
That
Christ!
hits.
What are these rolls tonight?
Yeah.
On fire here at the end.
Yeah, y'all are taking all the good rolls, and I got shit.
That's
Tell me about it.
10
Sorry.
points of damage.
10.
It's
Okay.
because you get to share that dominoes, is what it is.
It explodes into
It is true.
the bones
And then
as you strike it with an arrow.
can I use my action search?
Yeah, you can.
And then I would like to make sure that's within range.
Fire at him. Okay.
Yep, I'm gonna fire at that one at the bottom down there.
Okay.
That is a nat 20 plus 10. So, however you want to
Yep.
roll that.
Sure.
So that's roll a d8 twice. So it's 8. 1.
Arcane Archers chat.
That's 15 points of damage.
All right. That one immediately just explodes as you hit it with this second arrow.
And I'll
I
let
was
my
it
turn.
coughing in the background.
All right. It is Ichabod's turn. And he is going to
Bravely run away.
bravely run away. Sorry, I haven't played a lot of warlocks. Clam would be better at this one.
Yeah, y'all should have switched roles.
I feel like it would be Eldritch Blast is what you're looking for.
That is what you do. Yes.
Spell you're
That
looking
is
for.
that
Are
is
you
the
a
bread and
warlock?
butter.
Yes. What spell do you cast? Eldritch Blast. Alternative. Eldritch Blast.
Is there another spell? What spell? That's it.
Right.
Uh,
Hopefully, if you're
so
high enough, 2 Eldritch Blast.
Yes.
double.
Or you hex them and then cast Eldritch Blast.
Now that's the sweet spot.
All that extra damage.
Ooh, make a sorcerer. Twin magic.
Eldritch Blast.
Okay. He actually cast a spell on Exire, and it's almost like this cloud of like stuff starts surrounding you, and all of a sudden you see these daggers form, and they start kind of flying at you. And you
That is
need
also
to
an
make
alternative.
I don't want that.
There's no save. You just take damage. Sorry.
Oh,
What?
oh.
Yeah.
There's
It's just
no roll to
damage.
hit, no save. It's just
Nope.
It's just
You
cast it on this
fill
person and
you
they
fill the air
dance.
with spinning daggers in a cube 5 feet on each side, centered on a point you choose within range.
So
the
it's like
creature
magic
takes
missile.
44 slashing damage.
It just
Yep.
hits.
It just
like-
it just hits, and it's persistent as long as he has concentration.
Okay.
So that is 5, 7, 9 points of slashing damage.
All right.
I'm
much, I
sorry. I'm sorry.
appreciate
You don't. It doesn't happen until you start your turn there. But
Okay.
we'll
So
leave it at the 9
start of my
damage.
turn, it'll be 9
You'll
damage.
take 9 damage. Yep.
Did you say it's persistent until he breaks concentration on that one point or on
It-
Malnox?
It is a concentration spell. Yes.
Till he gets hit and loses concentration or takes concentration off.
Right,
it-
but on that
or
singular
forever.
point or on that person?
It occupies that space.
Okay,
So
Space.
Okay. I didn't want to get close to him and
give
get
him
stabbed
the
too.
concentration. Right. All right. So Siltoris.
I'm going to swing my quarterstaff at him.
Okay. Hit him with a stick.
Hit him with a big stick. That's a natural 20, so it's a real big stick.
That is.
Ah.
He cast enlarge on his quarterstaff.
Only on his quarterstaff.
12 damage.
12. All right. You want to mark that, Clan?
I got it.
And then I do one of these numbers. I go. And as I do this, I just fade into invisibility. I use my class feature or racial feature to go invisible.
Okay.
The hidden step. As a bonus action, I can go invisible. And then I'm going to
We'll give
Try
you the
to-
bleeding eyeball.
walk away.
Okay.
Supposed to say I didn't know how this machine worked. Just you go raise the bird up and go invisible.
So I'm gonna try to get to there
Okay.
while I'm invisible.
Make sure to leave me all alone here with this fucking Minotaur.
Hey, he already took me out of cat form.
Minotaur's turn.
Yeah, he's gonna take me out of life force.
So the Minotaur looks, guy walks away,
Yep.
turns to the other guy,
I wave.
picks up the great axe, slams it on his sort of pale head.
Advantage.
At disadvantage.
He is at disadvantage. Yes.
He does have disadvantage.
tells me that I'm at disadvantage on this attack roll. Is that you, Lord? Hello? Fucking love Clay.
Here, Lord, it's me, Blandis.
Thank you,
disadvantage for
Lord,
this one?
for reminding me I have disadvantage.
I fucking love Clint.
Oh, jeez.
Alright, so. Well, 22.
With
Disadvantage?
disadvantage?
Other roll was a nat 20.
Well, you were lucky.
You know,
This could be a
that's-
2-character death knight.
yeah, that one's that one's gonna hit.
Alright, cool.
I
Alright.
bet.
I. So that'd be 17 points of damage.
And
of
then
slashing
you-
damage.
You take 5 points of cold damage as the armor of Agathis explodes and icicles into your face.
You hear the Minotaur skeleton go.
I was cold-blooded.
Oof. Okay.
All right, you said 6 points of cold damage.
Either.
Math. The true final boss.
That's true.
All right, and that ends the Minotaur's turn. And I'll be right back. I have a medically induced tinkle.
Okay, Huck's turn. He's going to do magnify gravity on the Minotaur. I guess I will roll for the Minotaur. It is a Constitution saving throw. That is a fail. So he rolls 2d8 force damage. He takes 9 points of force damage.
Woo!
We're doing it. We are doing it. All right. Huck is, I guess, gonna stay where he's at. All right, Atreus.
I'm gonna pull out the new crossbow I got, and I'm gonna aim at Top Hat McGee over there in the corner,
All right.
and I'm gonna squeeze the trigger. 13 to hit.
13. That hits for
Word.
9 points
9
of piercing
damage.
damage. All right.
Okay.
Ha!
Okay. Succeeds on his concentration check.
And with my bonus action, I'm just gonna shout into the air because I saw my man disappear. I said, "So Taurus, I don't know where you are, but I know you can hear me, and I want to let you know that was the coolest thing I've ever seen." I'm going to give him an inspiration die.
Okay.
I got hit while I was gone. Rude.
A little bit. Yep. Alaric.
Okay, I'm gonna continue to trudge through the mud.
I'm
1, 2,
coming.
3.
I'm coming.
And instead of dashing, I'm just gonna hurl a firebolt at Top Hat down there.
That works.
I can do that kind of thing.
Hey.
That is a natural 20.
Well, okay then.
So that's
So there.
So yeah.
that's
Alrighty then.
crappy damage. It's 11 damage. Even
Oh.
natural. Is there any plus on?
There's not.
sorry.
You only get just the rolls, right?
Yeah,
Or
The
you-
Bard has his hand up.
for
The Bard
fireball.
has his hand up.
What's up, Bard?
After this turn, make sure you also roll for your concentration check on that other spell because I hit you last turn.
Yeah, well, I rolled for that one. Now I have to roll
Okay.
for his.
Yeah, he was saved. He said he
Oh,
saved.
okay.
I lost
I
a
didn't hear it,
D20.
sorry.
I don't know where that D20
My
was.
bad, I didn't hear it.
And
All right.
it's gone.
It's back.
Probably forever.
That is a fail. So,
Did not take the
Exire
damage.
doesn't take the damage because he loses concentration on it before it happens.
I'm just over there dodging knives.
I had firebolt as a cantrip on McCall for
You
6
did.
years and never used it one time.
Nice.
All right, Prug one.
All right. I would like to first, as a bonus action, cast Shield of Faith on Exire
Oh, thank you.
to give him a little extra AC.
Thank you.
And if I may, as an action, can I still do a cantrip?
You can, yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'd just like to try Sacred Flame on this guy up here again.
So, Shield of Faith, is it an action or a bonus action?
It is a bonus action.
Then yes, you can. Yes. Okay.
Is that +2 to my AC? Is that what that is?
It
Yeah.
is.
Okay.
And that is
And-
concentration, so.
So the what is the roll? Dexterity. Okay.
Yeah, Dexterity
is-
15.
That is a natural 1, sir.
Sweet.
So that is, if you would like to roll that die again, a 1d8,
Alright.
which would be a 1. 6.
Thank you.
Okay. 8. All right. 8 points. Let me make sure there's no additional with that. There is not. Okay. Yeah. 8 points as radiant flames just wreathe this skeleton.
Alright. That'll end my turn.
Okay. Skeleton's turn. That one that you hit is going to try to fire an arrow at you, and that is a horrible, horrible miss. That's a 6. The one up top is going to shoot at Exire, since that's the one he can see. And that is a 9, and that is also just a horrible, horrible miss. So round 4, Exire, standing before the beast.
Yes, I am going to reach into my bag, and for my action, I'm going to take a potion of greater healing.
Okay.
And it takes a full action, but it's full heal, right? Is that how we're doing? That's how potions work?
Yes, full action, but you get maximum healing from it.
Fantastic. So that was delicious. So good. Nutritious for me. I can do nothing else as a bonus action. Fantastic. I'm not full health now. Do I? No. Nope. I'm gonna stand right here, and take a leaf out of Siltoris's book and just holding both my scimitars, just flicking off this minotaur until he attacks me again. Staring at him.
All right, Galen.
I'm gonna fire an enfeebling arrow at the Minotaur.
Okay.
I don't like your Minotaurs, Landis. I
That's
don't know.
I've noticed.
That's a 28 to hit.
That hits.
Issa may be playing my next turn, by the way. I'll be right back.
All right, so that's 3. And so it's 11 for the arrow, 8 for the necrotic damage, and I need you to make a con save, Clan, to see if your attack damage is halved or not.
All right. It's a nat 20.
Oh.
Sage. So it's not halved, but I did 19 points of damage, and that'll end my turn.
Okay. How much necrotic damage did you say you did?
8,
8. Okay.
and then 11 normal,
All right.
Dang.
and that'll end my turn.
But he saved on the damage, so it's regular damage.
Yeah, it'll be regular damage next swing.
All right.
All right, so it is Ichabod's turn, and all right, so he is going to cast Hex on Exire.
Oh ho ho.
And he is going to choose Wisdom as his disadvantage ability.
On wisdom checks. Okay.
All right, so, and as a follow-up, he is going to, for his action, he's going to cast Toll the Dead,
Ooh.
which is a wisdom saving throw.
But the disadvantage is just on ability checks, right? Not on saving throws for Hex.
Yeah, it's true. Yep.
Okay. So wisdom saving throw. That is a 23.
20,
Natural
yeah,
20
that succeeds.
Natural 20
Yep.
plus 3.
Yep. So he misses with it. That is his turn. As he sees this guy coming at him, he takes a step backwards. Satoris, invisible.
I reappear at the start of my turn.
Okay.
I use my bonus action to go into cat shape, to tiger shape again.
Okay.
So, I think I'm there, right?
Yep.
37. And then I will sprint at him, at the Minotaur.
Okay.
and claw attack.
Okay.
That is a 18 to hit.
That is.
So I need you to make a strength saving throw because I moved 20 feet directly towards you. And I believe you have disadvantage because of Malnox's Hex. Is that correct? Because it's a saving throw?
Yes.
No, ability checks, not saving throws.
Oh, ability check. Okay.
Oh, it's only on it. Okay.
It's only on ability checks, yeah.
Then you should be regular, whatever.
So 22.
That passes. But you take 9 points of damage. Slashing. I was really hoping to knock you down. And then that would be my turn.
All right. So Minotaur's turn.
Minotaur's turn. He is going to attack Exire again. Now, do I have disadvantage? Lord, do I have disadvantage this time? Or is it just the first one?
You have disadvantage because you're so big and scary.
So I'm going to say the Lord has said no. No disadvantage. All right. So here we go with the big old battle axe thing. All right. So that would be a dirty 20.
That hits you, dirty bastard.
Just barely hits. I know, right?
Actually, it does just
Fantastic.
barely hit my AC. My AC is 18 right now with that shield of faith.
Because when Clan looks up and yells Lord, he's looking up directly at me on my screen, which I just love.
On my
Just-
screen, he's looking at Diz.
Makes sense.
This is like, what can I say?
So that would be 20 slashing damage.
Oh. Don't want that.
And that ends his turn.
Can you guys kill this thing, please? I'm so
Huck
scared.
will
Trying,
cast
bud, trying.
Magnify Gravity on the Minotaur. Make a Constitution save.
Jesus. Quit picking on the Minotaur.
You magnify
He's had a-
that gravity.
He's had a rough life.
Magnify.
That would be a 15.
How was his
15.
afterlife, though?
Succeeds. Do you take half damage? You do take half damage.
Okay. So how much damage?
8. So 4 damage of the force damage. Actually, yep, he is red. And actually, this guy's red too. And this one.
I was gonna say I marked him bloody.
Yep, I forget still.
Yeah,
Okay.
hold on. Let
so
me just
that
mark
is-
this bloodied real fast.
Huck's turn. Atreus.
Hey, yeah. Hi, how are you? I'm again aim at little Top Hat McGee
Hmm.
with my awesome, incredible crossbow. Shoot him.
Nice. 7 points of piercing damage.
Yeah. Yeah. And then XR, are you bloodied now?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I missed that.
Oh,
shit.
yeah. It's okay.
Spells cannot be cast as a bonus action. No.
It's okay.
Okay, well then
We're
that
fine. We're fine.
that's it. That's gonna be the end of my turn.
He's fine, at least until the Minotaur's next turn.
Yeah, we're fine.
Okay, okay.
It's a good thing I'm the one that grabbed those potions of greater and supreme healing inside the tower.
With-
No one else took them.
Yeah. All right, that's the end of my turn then.
Okay. Alaric.
Okay, so when I move to here, I move
It's
out
just-
of rough terrain, right?
It's just 5, yeah.
Okay, so that was 10, 15, 20, so I can get to him.
You sure can, yep.
And I'm going to attempt to bring some pain.
Came to bring the pain.
That is a
Smart.
13. Oh, it's coming. It's a 13 plus 6, so it's a 19.
19. That hits. Chat is being brutal out there.
All right, so this this is going to be some math here. So,
Lean it to El Real.
first part of the attack is 3 plus 4. So that's 3 plus 4. That's 7.
Okay.
So then 4 more for the hunter's mark. So we're at 11. And now that I'm a paladin, there may or may not be some divine smite happening.
Okay.
So that's 3d8. Plus, so it's 2d8 plus 1d8 because I'm assuming he's undead.
Radiant damage.
He looks a little
Good
undead.
assumption.
I would make the assumption. So let's see. Ooh, good rolls. 6 plus 6 plus 5. So that's 12, 17 more.
Dang.
Yeah, he
This is
falls
making
over.
me miss my paladin.
This is the paladin's wet dream. Is what this is.
Seriously.
he falls to the ground. Just kind of breaks apart into pieces.
Okay. With my bonus action, I would move my hunter's mark onto the Minotaur.
What done to you?
And then I think I still have 10 feet of move, so I would move that way. And
Right.
that would end my turn.
All right. Prugwin.
All right,
There's still
seeing
skeletons.
they're not as
Long.
interesting. Seeing XR bloodied, Prugwin's going to cast Healing Word. Going for a bonus action for 10,
Nice.
Thank you.
and I'll go with the Sacred Flame on the Minotaur.
All right.
For 2
Roll
roll
your
damage.
dexterity saving throw.
You're rolling great on your
Dexterity
healing.
saving throw.
Terrible on your damage.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, I'll take that right
Dex.
now.
Well, I mean, I am a healer, so
Okay, well, that's an 8.
Well, that's a
Okay.
fail.
so you take two whole damage.
I'm gonna laugh if this kills it.
How do you want to do this?
We're not there yet.
2 damage for the win.
Anything else, Prugwin?
That's it.
All right. So
Yeah, skeletons come help.
1, 2, 3. All right. Skeletons walk forward slightly. The one at the back, it's a 6 to hit against Huck. That misses. At the front, that is a 10. My dice betray me now. All right, round 5, XR.
Oh my goodness. All right. So I think I will risk attacking and not just chugging more potions. 2 attacks on the Minotaur. That is a 15 and a 23.
Both hit.
All right. So that's going to be 15. Ooh. Ooh. 15 slashing damage and 8 fire damage for a total of 23 damage.
Yeah.
How do you want to do that?
Ouch.
Still up.
God.
And he's eyeing you real hard.
Yeah. I will.
Which is hard because he doesn't have eyes.
This is true. So just imagine how hard he's eyeing you.
I got a little bit of blood in my mouth, probably still from that hit. So I'll just spit some blood on his feet and look up at him. Now that my turn.
All right, Galen.
Firing at the Minotaur.
Jesus.
Popular clan. What can we say?
I
That's
know.
a 23 to hit.
That hits.
I think that's the worst roll Bucks had tonight. It's a 23.
So I'm gonna hit. Does 47 hit?
I got a plus 20 to hit.
I mean, I have a plus 10. Come on.
You know what? The Minotaur ignores your hit because he has a legendary save.
Well, in that case, I'm pulling out my vanishing arrow, and I'm gonna knock you into existence somewhere else. That is 11 points of damage.
How do you want to do this?
I mean, we still got 2 more up in the air, but I just want to sever it right through your spinal cord, right below your head, with that arrow.
He did.
All right, the arrow flies through the air and just hits right where the neck would be, knocking the head forward, flipping, landing right at Exire's feet. As the body just kind of crumples backwards. All right, anything else, Galen?
Gotta live my turn.
All right, Siltoris.
Now we have literally everyone until the skeletons go. If we can't kill 2 skeletons, guys.
Is
Is controlling any skeletons?
I can't think of is
In this name, in this form,
Mal.
your name is Cat Taurus, right?
yeah. Is Mal still
Taurus?
looking real bad?
He prefers to be known as Ford Taurus.
Not bloodied anymore.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna charge this guy, and let me see. Yeah, so I'm gonna charge him
Okay.
and make a claw attack.
Come on, Clanus Shitoris.
That is a dirty 20.
Exactly, Wiggs. I can't play anymore now. They killed the guy.
That hits, yeah.
That is only 4 points of damage,
I am
but he has
allergic
to make
control one.
a strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
I am
What you
allergic
don't
control one of the
know
skeletons.
Yep,
Is
he
that
fails
the
that. That is a
skeleton?
natural 3. So,
Does CrossFit.
In that case, I get to make a second attack.
okay.
He's also a 8th degree black belt. Notes the
That
injury
is
manager.
a 21.
21 hits.
And
It's Scorpion. That skeleton is actually Scorpion from Mortal Kombat.
13 more points of damage.
13? All right. He
Yep.
is, as you just kind of stomp down on the skeleton, it just breaks to pieces.
Can I turn around and, like Exire did to the Minotaur, just kind of spit whatever body part is currently in my mouth from the bite
Sure.
over at this zombie?
All right. So we got Huck up next, and he is going to magnify gravity on the skeleton. So
Back in
that
my day,
is
the dead
a
stayed the ground.
fail. And that is enough. That is enough to obliterate that skeleton. Just smash down into the water. As you don't see any other undead creatures moving about, you feel
I stoop down
That
and start going
everything's
through the
been dealt
Minotaur's
with.
pockets.
I run to Ichabod over here.
He's not wearing pants.
Ooh. I start going
Program
through his
goes over
bone
and gets
cavities
the
then.
top hat, puts it on.
I'm gonna go ahead and search.
Yes.
I'm gonna search Ichabod.
I want to search the Minotaur.
Ichabod, or roll an investigation. So first, so the Minotaur doesn't have any pockets. It
It's a
just
22 for me.
It has a great axe, and I think that's about it. So
Can I?
22.
Is the great axe like bigger than I am?
It is quite large. Yes, it is just a normal great axe, though. I mean, it's.
Does it look special?
It looks pretty ordinary, actually.
I won't touch it. Too heavy. I'm small.
Small.
So as you're going through Ichabod's pocket, you find about 4 copper pieces, and you find a golden key.
That
One
would've
of
been
there'd be
handy.
Like a finger in their pocket.
Back of that chest
Yeah,
in the castle.
Probably.
I walk up and I kind of start doing the kitty cat nuzzle into Exire's shoulder. And then I transform back into Siltoris, and my hand is on his shoulder, and I cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
Yeah, is anyone else hurting? That I can visibly see? With the
Not
exception
you,
of the
Lance.
Minotaur?
I mean, I'm 16 of 25, but I'm over
I mean,
half, so it's
I'm
not that
hurting
bad.
in real life. So-
11 points of healing, Mel.
11. All right. I look at Siltoris and just gave him a very brief thanks. And then I walk away.
Okay.
I'm trying to have friends anymore. Huh?
I'm just going to walk over here and see what Atreus found on Ichabod's body.
So he had a key, which was probably good to use back there. I'm gonna hold on to it just in case.
Yeah.
And his clothing definitely betrayed how much money he actually had. He had like zero jingle jangles in his pocket.
I would burn an action and then do a divide and sense and see if I can detect any evil within 60 feet of where I'm standing.
Okay.
Evil or fiend, undead, anything.
Fiend,
like that.
undead. I think you can detect celestials as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
You seem so real.
I've not felt this since.
You reach out as you kind of grasp your holy symbol and close your eyes. You don't detect any other undead in the area, or fiends or celestials.
I would lay hands on my wound and heal it.
Okay.
I'm going to turn towards new guy and just say, thanks for your help there. You are?
I would sheath my sword and I would say I'm Alaric. I'm a holy warrior of Lathander, and I've been tracking these things for a week now, trying to find where they're coming from, crawling through this accursed swamp.
Is this where they're coming from, or just another gathering of them?
This is all I've found thus far. I could sense there was evil, but I could never find it until today.
And had you encountered these before this week, or just since then?
I've fought undead all over the continent. I'm an elf. I've been around a while.
Well, I mean, this group, have you seen this top-hatted Ichabod?
No, he's new. I've seen skeletons. They're fairly common in swamps like this, especially around old abandoned keeps like the one nearby. But he's fairly new.
Any idea on who this master he speaks of might be? The one who will silence and rule all, as he put it?
I didn't hear him say that, so no, I have no idea.
He didn't say much else aside from he will silence and rule all, and it was a master of... He seemed very upset when we had mentioned we'd stop by the keep up the road.
I mean, Exar, you said you smelt like him.
He did say I smelled like him. That's interesting. I wonder if it has something to do with the stone.
But he said I didn't smell like him.
Well, you didn't touch the
And
stone.
and we were in the same place.
But you didn't
So-
touch the stone, did you?
What
Right,
stone?
but what I'm saying is we were both in the castle, so it couldn't have been the castle that he accused you of being in, stealing things.
Unless the sin isn't from the castle, but from the stone itself.
Once again, Alaric says, and he says it louder. What stone?
There was a stone that we found in the keep We didn't know what it was. It looked like a ordinary black gem, but when we touched it, a skeletal beast rose from the ground, from the dust around us, and struck down one of our own. Not but 2 days ago. We were able to get out. The beast fell after the single strike, and we have no idea what it was, where it came from, where it went, or what the hell that stone even was.
Odd, I didn't sense evil. Unless, do you have the stone now? Is it on your is it on your possession? Is it in your possession?
I just turn and look at Satoris.
Kind of. It's with us, but it's kind of not with us. It's like it's in a bag of holding.
That's why I didn't. If it is evil, that's why I didn't sense it. I can't sense things hidden that way.
We brought it with us in the hopes that we might find someone that could tell us more about it, or at the very least destroy it so it doesn't fall into someone else's hands, so someone else doesn't meet the same fate our compatriot did.
I would recommend the priests of Lathander for something like that.
Are there priests of Lathander and Daggerfell?
I'm sure. Lathander's a well-worshipped god all across the continent. You should
Well,
be able to
fantastic.
find a church to him most any area. Even amongst my people, he's worshipped.
Well, that's the way we're heading, so thank you for the information.
And where are you headed?
Daggerford.
Daggerford.
I'm headed that way myself. I'm looking for a missing friend. Where did you all come from?
He came from south. Baldur's Gate.
You might know my friend that's missing.
And your friend
my mentor.
is?
He's a blacksmith named Joran.
We are
Do you know Turk?
I know of him. He like me. He was an apprentice. Joran is a very. I shouldn't say was. I sincerely hope he's still alive. He is known to take in people of other races when they show up in Baldur's Gate. I heard about what everyone called the turtle after I began my adventuring career. I heard that Joran had taken someone else in as he took me in when I came there. I apprenticed with him for several years when I was younger.
I pull the sword. Does this mean anything to you?
Immediately, yeah, you'd see recognition, and I would hold my hands out and say that was Joran's, that was his weapon. Did this Turk? Where is he? He may have some information for me.
just look at the ground.
Turk is the one that died back at the castle.
You would see, Lorik would drop his head. He'd say, I'm sorry, my friends. I'm sorry for your loss. May I see the sword? I want to make sure that it was Joran's weapon. He only ever crafted one like this, and I only really ever saw it once. I have no intention of taking it from you. I would just like to look at it closely.
I'll step off to the side to let Satoris through if he wants to.
Does he seem trustworthy? Like he's being open with it? I mean, the only person I've ever heard say that name is Turk. Turk said that name everywhere he went.
Mhm.
So does he seem like he's kind of following along the same concepts that Turk was.
I mean, just right off the bat, him knowing that name would be an oddity if he wasn't truthful.
Yeah.
But you can roll an insight check if you want.
That 17.
Seems to be upfront, honest.
I kind of hold out the hilt of the sword with my hands flat on the blade for him.
I take the sword and I just let it lay between my hands and look at it, and I would immediately recognize it as Joran's handiwork.
You would.
And I draw the sword and hold it for a moment, and then I put it back in its scabbard and hand it back. So that's definitely his handiwork.
Is there?
Your companion that you lost must have been his apprentice, just like I was. Was he seeking Joran as well?
Yeah. That seemed to be all he talked about.
Joran was a good man. I'm glad to know that I wasn't the only person that was looking for him. I'm sorry for the loss of your friend, but it gives me hope that maybe there are others looking for him as well. Your friend.
Is there's something special about this sword?
It's just a metal that none of us had ever seen before. Joran was given some of this metal, and he crafted it into this weapon, and I honestly don't know where he even got the metal. I know he worked on it for a long time. It was very, very difficult for him to make this weapon. So it was his life's work almost to craft this weapon, and he never really intended for it to be used. It was something he was just going to display.
Well, it certainly has seen a fair amount of use.
Well, if it can be used to find him and bring him home, I'm sure he would be perfectly okay with that. He was by no means a pacifist, but he was a merchant. I mean, that's what he does. In my opinion, he's the best weaponsmith in all of Baldur's Gate.
Turk shared that opinion.
He made this armor, and you would notice that I'm wearing chain armor.
Listen, this might not be the best place for us to continue this conversation. I say we head north, continue towards Daggerford. If that's the direction you're heading as well, I see no reason you shouldn't accompany us. You've proven yourself a capable fighter here today. But I'd prefer not to stand still longer than we need to.
Agreed.
As we
Do
get
you have
started,
a horse?
No, I do not. I've
It's
been
all
on
right.
foot for a while.
We have a spare.
as we start getting ready with stuff, I push the sword back into his hands.
You want me to have this, my friend?
It does me no good. It'll be nice to know that someone who cherishes it as much as Turk did will have it.
So Alark bows a little bit and says, "Thank you. I'll use this, and hopefully we can find Jordan with it and get him back home."
If there's anything I can do to help you, I will.
So I would strap the sword around my waist.
I'm gonna head back and get on my horse.
All right. So as you guys get mounted back up and travel north,
I would also ask if anybody needs healing still, if anybody's still weak.
Feeling great.
I mean, I'm sitting at 16 to 25, but
I would.
If I noticed that he was wounded, I would go over and lay hands on him for. I've got 8 more that I could lay hands on.
Okay.
And then I'll save spells.
So you guys traveled north from here, and within, I'd say, a week's time, you come out of the swamp area and continue on north until you hit a river, which the river actually leaves me at the moment, but I think I have a drawing of it here. Oh, I don't have the name of it right there. You come to a river, and at the river there is like a kind of like a crossroads, and there is like a ferry there that would ferry you down the river to Daggerford. If you guys want to pay the toll there.
How much is it?
It is not much. It's like 5 silver pieces per head.
It's outrageous. I refuse.
So 40. So 4 gold, basically.
I will take care of it, my friends.
Basically.
Y'all have been nice enough to help me get this far.
You're a very amiable person. It's
Strange is what it
rarity.
is.
It's a rarity in this day and age. Yes, seems your disposition is
Well,
few
too
and
bubbly if you ask
far
me.
between.
Well, I mean, I feel bad because I tried to warn y'all right before, the chest incident in the castle, and nobody wanted to listen to me. And then 3 of you really got hurt. And then you lost a friend. And I'm just trying to be nice. I mean, I'm just trying to get to Daggerford, and y'all are helping me to do so.
Can I make an insight check on that?
Sure, yeah.
Does he sound sincere with what he's saying?
He does sound very sincere, but yeah, you can roll an insight check.
Does it seem like this underlying? Is he speaking around the truth? It's 13.
Okay, hang on. All right. So, as you kind of look at him, you're trying to measure, the merit of his words, because that's about all you know at this point.
Yeah.
And I mean, you find no reason not to trust him. You feel like he's been honest with everything that he's told you up until this point. So, why wouldn't you trust him for what he's saying? I mean, what could go against you in, traveling with him to Daggerford from this point? So, all right. So you guys get on the ferry, and it travels east towards Daggerford. And as you guys are traveling, you can relax a little bit and rest. So you guys can all mark a long rest. And next time, in 2 weeks from today, we will pick up with the party coming into Daggerford. And of course, the city will just be filled full of happy, nice people that will greet them with open arms. So
yeah, for sure.
let's show up
will
for
be.
that.
Yeah, it's a great city, chat.
The way
So
Diz said
exciting.
that's going to be awesome.
It's a great, happy city.
So I need to go ahead and shut off stream now, and I need to go talk to Nolan about ideals for Daggerford. So
Oh no, don't do that.
Oh shit.
Well, we're all dead in Daggerford. Yay!
Alrighty.
Daggers for our backs.
that is true. Chat has a very good point there. If you can speak with plants and then speak with dead, you can talk to furniture. I would
Yep.
agree with that.
I like
Wow.
it.
Keep that in mind.
All right, so thanks for the train ride on this stream.
Choo choo.
Definitely rattled my noggin there.
Sure.
Wanna say thank you to all the subs and the bits, and hopefully everybody will show up next time because the story only gets deeper from here and more exciting. So, all right,
Next time, everybody go to Clan's channel and do the same thing.
yeah, we gotta wear a clan out next time. Next week
Assistant to the DM.
we're gonna do our Sunday night campaign. So we kind of alternate Sunday, Saturday. So this coming weekend is Sunday. So definitely come back for that. Anything else, guys? You guys got anything?
That's all I got.
All right. Well, we will see everybody next time.
Alrighty. In chat, I'm gonna just real quick take a quick break, and then we'll be back with some Genshin.